What are we? What makes us what we are and what we're going to be? It's grit. It's what we started with last year, guys. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Can definitely compete with the big dogs.
10-5 end zone touchdown Detroit Lions.
You guys are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you.
We are driven by Detroit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the primetime Monday night live stream of the Lions versus the obvious Seattle Seahawks. Hopefully, everybody is enjoying their Monday night. Hopefully, everybody is ready to see the official unveiling of the all-black uniforms. I know I most certainly am. And I'm telling you this right now, this is going to be, I believe, a really, really good game. It's going to be a really fun game. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, and hopefully everybody is ready now for October. So obviously we're still waiting for a couple of people to, meddle in and everything. And obviously the game doesn't start for about another 19 or so minutes, but we're getting there. Currently right now, obviously the other game that's currently on is the Titans and who is it? Titans and Dolphins. And honestly, I think that game is going to be a snooze fest because, quite frankly, without freaking Tua Tagovailoa, that offense is boring, and the Tennessee Titans offense is ridiculously bad. Let's see here. Von Zale asks, how's your day going, man? I mean, my day's going. I mean, it is what it is. Could be better. Could be worse. It's kind of one of those things. Braylon, I wouldn't get too worried about it, to be entirely honest. Aiden Hutchinson has been pretty much shouldering the load pretty much by himself. And again, he's not by himself. He's got freaking Ali McNeil. He's got freaking Levi Onwuzurike. He's got Wingo. He's got DJ Reader. He's got plenty of help to open up opportunities for him and other people. Nick Burton, the center tonight is going to be Graham Glasgow. I've already said this. I'm trying to remember where I was at. Now, as far as Brian Branch being out and Ife Melifonwu being on IR, that might be a small problem because after Brian Branch and Ife Melifonwu, I don't know who really the next person in the lineup would be. Because obviously we have Kirby Joseph, but I think it would probably be Lauren Strickland. That would probably be who it is. I don't know who's playing left guard. It's probably going to be one of the backups. It might be Awasota. It could be, Colby Swordsdale. I don't know who's playing guard. The Lions have not really made a big announcement as far as who's going to fill Glasgow's spot. You guys are fine. I'm just letting you all know I had said it before. But I'm not too worried about the offensive line, to be entirely honest, because of the fact that our offensive line has had multiple shufflings over the last couple of years. We've had guys be out with injury. We've had guys move to multiple positions. I'm quite fine with the fact that, hey, while not having Ragnow sucks, we should be able to make it work, especially with the fact that the freaking Seattle Seahawks are missing a lot of their freaking, defensive linemen. Totally fine, Zachary. I understand. Trust me, I would take a power nap, but medication I'm on doesn't really help me in terms of sleep is concerned. I agree, Steve. Obviously, the big thing is keeping Geno Smith contained. I do agree with that. But as far as I'm concerned, again, let's understand something here, folks. Last week, we played the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have freaking Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is ridiculously more freaking elusive than Geno Smith. If we can contain Kyler Murray to less than 50 rushing yards, I believe we can do pretty much the exact same thing, if not better, with Geno Smith. Von Zale says, it's funny. I love we get all these primetime games. I'm just so used to the 1 p.m. every week. It's weird. It's what happens when you become a popular team. It's what happens when you become a team and a program that wins. So it makes sense why Lions are not getting a lot of primetime games. And to be entirely honest, the Detroit market, the team is a very good team for this kind of thing. So for me, it makes perfect sense. I understand you got butterflies in your gut, Braylon, but I'm not worried about it. Madwidget, I've heard a lot of people say they like this hat. I've had a lot of people ask where I got this hat, and I bought it. I believe it was either through Rally House or whatever the case was way back in the day, and I have yet to see another hat like this one. I know they're out there, but there are not very many of them. Listen, guys, everybody, y'all need to calm down. I understand y'all are worried about the freaking Seattle Seahawks passing game, but understand something here. The Seattle Seahawks offensive line is crap in terms of pass blocking. Plus, on top of that, they do not throw the ball down the field a whole lot. Literally, Geno Smith throws the ball on average through the air less than 7 yards. So you're dealing with an offense that primarily throws and throws short. So long as you don't let anybody get behind you and you keep everything in front of you, you'll be fine. The problem with streaming the game, Madwidget, is that unless you have either NFL Plus or you have NFL Sunday Ticket, it's almost impossible. The best other option that I can tell you to try and stream the game if you actually are wanting to watch it, which I can't do on here because if I did, the stream would get pulled down. Go to your phone. I'm assuming it's a smartphone. Go to your phone and download this app called Dofu Sports. The app face is going to have a whole bunch of these different types of sport balls that you'd have, like football, basketball, baseball, whatever. And if you download it, there'll be a multitude of different streams that you can use, and you'll have to probably jump from stream to stream, but you'll be able to watch the game at least somewhat. Let's see here. Grant Kennedy says he won't have time to throw with Aiden getting 3+ sacks. I mean, I don't know how many sacks Aiden Hutchinson's going to get tonight, but I'm damn confident he's going to get a lot of pressures. You are correct, Brad Pfeiffer. Anzalone is back. That's going to be a big boost to this defense because Anzalone is the captain of this defense. I agree, Dean DeGreer. Those black uniforms, I've been saying it for the last 3 years. And I kept trying to tell people that those black uniforms looked awesome. I understood the history. I understood the emotions that those black uniforms brought up when we were back in, the Matt Millen era. But for me, I thought that those uniforms were really emblematic of the city of Detroit. We're tough. We're black. We kind of play the villain role very well. And I was just like, you know what? That is a really good color for us. And I was so upset when that color got discontinued. But when I heard that Dan Campbell liked it and wanted to bring it back, I was like, dude, those uniforms are coming back at some point. And for me, I'm like, okay, obviously we know that that's coming here pretty soon. And now that we have it, they absolutely do not disappoint. They are sexy as hell. No, Nick, I'm not going to any football games this year as far as a physical game. Trust me, I would love to, but the problem is that 1, I don't have the time, and 2, I don't have the money. And to be entirely honest, I'm totally fine with things the way they are right now. I would love to go and watch an actual Lions game one day, but that ain't going to be this year, so I'm not going to let it bug me. Braylon Dennis says he thinks that Ben Niemann will play for Barnes. He might. They also might plug Rodrigo in there. DC, you are correct. Most of the bars will probably have it tonight because obviously it's a primetime game that's going to be aired nationally. Another place that would be probably playing it would be a Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, something that's kind of like a sports themed restaurant. Applebee's probably would be also, playing the game. The problem is, though, is they close early comparatively to, Buffalo Wild Wings. So you kind of just have to go with what's available. Does it suck that I can't go to games physically? Yeah, it kind of does, but it is what it is, folks. I mean, being in the military, your options for doing stuff like that are limited, and it comes with the story. But as far as I'm concerned, I'll get my opportunities later on. It just is one of those things where it has to be the right time, the right place, right situation. You guys, listen, I would love to go to a game, but it's not that big a deal. Right now, I have more pressing concerns as far as financial things than trying to make it to a football game. I really do. So I appreciate the thoughts, everybody. I really do. But if you guys want to donate to the channel for the sake of the channel, that's fine. But don't donate to me if you guys are trying to get me to go to a football game. That's not cool. While I'm flattered, I'm just simply saying, when the time is right, when everything works itself out, when I have everything, lined up to do it, I'll go. Trust me. When that opportunity arises, I will go to a Lions football game. There ain't nothing going to stop me on that one. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. The fact that I'm able to sit here and podcast, that I'm able to talk with you guys, the fact I'm able to watch the football game and, do all the stuff that I like, that right there is good enough. So, again, I'm not too particularly all flustered, hot, and bothered about it. But anyway, I'm going to just say this. Obviously, with the fact that the game is about to start here in literally 8 or so minutes, when I take a look at this game, I've said it all week, and I know people are probably tired of me saying it. Hell, I'm getting tired of saying it. But for me, I really think that the Lions' primary, game plan tonight has got to be establish consistent drives, make sure you're scoring, whether it's through the air or on the ground, but make sure you get that ground game going. And then on defense, again, you have to continue to do what you've done the last 2 weeks. Apply consistent pressure, have good, consistent, sticky coverage, and make sure that you lock down the opposing offense. If you can do those things, you will successfully win. And again, considering the fact that the Lions have a very good defense and that the offensive line of the Seattle Seahawks is not very good, that right there should definitely give people a lot of, I wouldn't necessarily say hope, but I would say enthusiasm as to why we should win this game. Guys, it's okay. Let me tell you why this is not going to work. I understand you guys want me to go to an actual game, but what I'm trying to tell you is I physically don't have the time. I'm going to let you all know something. Being currently stationed here in New York, any game that I would have to try and go to, unless we were playing, like the Giants or the Jets or maybe the Steelers, there's no way I could make that work. But the other reason why I can't make it work is because of the fact that in the military, we have something that is called leave. For those that know what that means, that pretty much is the military's equation of time or days off. Well, the problem is that you only get so many leave days per year. You get 2.5 leave days per month. Well, the problem is that I am saving those leave days for being able to spend time with my family because currently my wife, my children are in Michigan, and I'm stuck here in New York. So what I'm trying to say is, while I would love to go to a Lions game, I'm not going to waste my leave, my days off to go watch a football game rather than spending time with my family. My family is way more important than football will ever be. I love football, but I don't love it that much. Oh, you're saying a picture? I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But the game is officially about to start, and I'm telling you this right now, I've been waiting for this game ever since the freaking schedule release, because I know this for a fact that when it comes to the Lions schedule this year, for me, my top priorities for this year were the Seattle Seahawks game, the Cowboys game, and the 49ers game. All right, and kickoff is officially away. The Lions will receive the kick, which means obviously that they lost the toss, and out comes the man, and he is going to get up to about the 27-yard line. So didn't get to the 30, but he got pretty damn close. All right, so the Lions are going to have Monty in the backfield. They got a weak eye formation. Goff is under center, snaps the ball, and it's going to be a play-action boot to the left. Is going to throw underneath and was complete to Sam Laporta, but it's only going to be for a gain of 1. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9. And I figured it was going to be Awasaka or Coyote, whatever you want to call him. I figured he was going to be the guy that got the start at left guard. I figured that was going to be the case. All right, Goff is in the gun. Man in motion, Goff snaps. It's a draw play, and Montgomery is going to pick up about 3 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 coming up. I don't know what the score is going to be, lots of pyro, but I'd be willing to bet it's probably going to be over 20 for both teams. Goff in the gun, man in motion, trying to get the hard count. Goff is going to a different play. Goff snaps the ball, looks to throw. Goff surveys, and Goff is scanning, and there's nothing, and he's going to get sacked. It's all right, guys. I get it. Y'all want stuff to happen quickly, but again, it's one of those things where you got to go, you got to play it. Again, people, the reason why Goff is not throwing it is because he doesn't want to force turnovers. I can't fault Goff for that. There's going to be a holding against the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to back them up 10 yards. You are right, Braylon. Everyone was covered. Again, I understand people want to try and convert downs, but at the same time, do you really want to try and force something early, or would you rather wait and see what the defense does and then start making adjustments? I would much rather go that route than have turnovers early. So, okay, offense didn't get anything the first drive. It's fine. Now let's go to the defense and let's let them do their thing. All right, Geno Smith is in the gun, got a 4 wide receiver set, got a man to his right. Geno looks to throw. Geno steps up, throws down the field. They say he caught it, but I guarantee you we're about to get a review. And they are moving quickly to the line. And it looks like the Lions are not going to challenge this. Geno Smith is in the gun. Again, a 4 receiver set, man to his left. Geno snaps the ball, gets rid of it quickly, throws it very quickly to DK. Ball was way behind him, incomplete, going to be 2nd and 10. And, yeah, he caught that. He got the tippy toes down, so can't fault him for that one. Good catch by Metcalf, which, I mean, one of the better receivers in the NFL. I would probably make him top 10 in my list. All right, so 2nd and 10 for Seattle's offense. Geno Smith in the gun again, snaps the ball, does a quick pitch, and Walker's going to try and find something and gets nowhere, is going to lose 2 on the play. So it's going to be a 3rd and long for Seattle's offense. All right, 3rd and long, Geno Smith in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, man to the right next to him. Geno looks to throw, steps up, throws underneath, and he's going to be tackled well short. Seattle's going to have to punt. Wait, what the hell is that he wearing? Do you guys see that? Aren't those the freaking, types of like headphone things that you put around your neck? Is Rodrigo wearing headphones out on the damn field? Fourth and 4, Seattle sends out the punt team. So this has a chance of going into the end zone, potentially bringing it out to the 20. And the punt goes away and going to fair catch it at the 6 or 7 yard line. I don't know if that's a neck guard. I've seen a lot of neck guards and neck rolls, but I've never seen a neck guard look like that. Typically, most neck guards or rolls come directly onto the shoulder pads. I've never seen them on the actual neck. Maybe it does help with blood flow. I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, dude, that looks like that's why I said it looked like the freaking, headphone things that you put around your neck, and then you can put the earbuds that are in them into your ear. But I'm like, there's no way he'd put that on while he's out on the field. It serves no purpose. Maybe, guys. I'm just simply saying I'd never seen it before. But again, medical technology, sports technology is always constantly advancing. Maybe they came up with something new. But all right, defense came out, wasn't an actual 3 and out, but you know what? They got them to do a punt, so that's good. So again, now the Lions offense has the ball again. Let's continue on. But anyway, oh, boy. Gatman92 says, big fan since 3K subs. Again, I'm always appreciative of the fans that I have because you know what? I have been doing this now for a very long time, and a lot of you guys have been with me since, the very beginning. And the fact that a lot of you guys came back after, DLF got taken down and, had to restart over with MCM, I appreciate the fact that, people continue to stay when, they could have gone somewhere else. Now, I will say this. Has it been easy? No, it has not. But you know what? That's part of the process. There's going to be moments where you know what? Hey, it's not going to be the greatest in the world. There's not, going to be a whole bunch of stuff that goes your way. And Monty just picked up a nice solid 11 yards. So great start to the drive. Got themselves a first down right off the bat. So now Goff under center. Man in motion. Goff snaps the ball. Going to hand the ball off again. And Monty's going to pick up about 5 more yards, maybe 4. So it's either going to be a long 2nd and 5 or a 2nd and 6, which they just put up on the board. So it's 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Lots of power. I would rank them a 9.5. Goff under center, 2 men in motion, I formation setup. Goff snaps the ball. Going to be a play action. Goff gets blitzed, but he's going to pressure it, throws it down the field, and it gets completed to Jamison Williams. Goff showing his ability to handle pressure and evade it, able to maintain composure, and gets himself a good throw for a first down. That's what a veteran quarterback does for you. Goff is going to be in an empty backfield, going to look to throw. Goff steps up, throws it, gets it out underneath, and is going to throw it to St. Brown, who's going to pick up about 4 yards. Again, guys, I understand that the short passing game. It's not fun. It's not exciting. But remember how Joe Montana and the 49ers won all them Super Bowls. Short passing. That's what the West Coast offense is. It's an extension of the run game. Goff under center. 2 wide receivers to the left. Man in motion to the left. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Looks to throw. Is going down the field. And the pass is caught by St. Brown. And it's going to be a gain of about 20-something yards. 18 yards. There you go. Good play action. Good throw. Jamo was running down the field to clear open a space for St. Brown, and St. Brown made the nice catch. Goff in the gun is going to move up to under center. Strong I formation. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Monty, and Monty's got a big hole, is going to pick up about 7-8 yards. Going to be a 2nd and short coming up. Nice hole right there. Easily could have ran a car through that. I did, Dean DeGreer. That was literally like a size of a car. Goff calling out signals, calling 0. Goff under center. And 2nd and 3, man in motion. Goff snaps it. It's going to be a handoff again, and Gibbs is going to find a hole. No, that's Monty. Monty making a great move outside, picking up about another 10 yards. Man, the way he moved, I thought that was Gibbs for a minute. Great job by Monty right there, evading the outside, blitz, and got a good jump and made it outside for a pickup of a first down. And Von Zale, you are correct. Monty is having a great, great year. I'm telling you this right now. I truly believe that we're going to have 2 1,000-yard rushers. I believe we're going to be the first team in NFL history to do it. Goff under center, man motions out to the right. Goff snaps, looks to throw, play action, boots to the right. Goff throws underneath, gets it to Sam Laporta. Laporta is going to pick up a short gain of about 3 yards. And that's not Laporta, that's Brock Wright. Pardon my French. Second and 7 coming up. Trust me, Grant, I guarantee you they will. But they can't just pound the ball all the damn time. They got to mix it up. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball, is going to hand it off to Monty. And no, it's Gibbs, and it's a huge hole. Gibbs going to get all the way down to the 4. Again, look at that massive hole, folks. Right there up the damn middle. Gibbs could literally freaking walk through there. Freaking what a tiptoe. Just, dude, look at that hole. For crying out loud. You don't even have to have good field vision to see that nonsense. It was just like right there. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff is calling out signals, pointing at the defense. He sees something. Goff brings another man in motion, snaps the ball, going to hand it off, and it's going to be about a pickup of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Monty was trying to find a hole, trying to find some room to breathe, and got 1 yard out of the deal. And look at that, folks. Look at that. Lions play calling. 7 rushes, 6 passes. Balance. Symmetry. You do not want to have too much one or the other. Make sure you keep the defense guessing and off balance by being balanced. Goff under center. Got trips right. 1 man to the left. Goff brings a man in motion. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off again. And this time there's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards. We're going to get down to the 1 yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Monty's a little bit frustrated because he thought he could have gotten in there. Look at that. Did you see Campbell? He's like, come on now, power through. And look at this, folks. They just said it, 92-yard drive. And think about it. The Lions have had the ball for going on 7 minutes. That defense is tired. Goff under center, looks like a power formation. Man in motion, Goff snaps, hands it to the guy, and touchdown! Monty gets the next touchdown. Now up to 4 touchdowns on the year for David Montgomery. Lions take the lead, 6-0. Did I or did I not say all week, this is what the Lions were going to do? Just saying, folks. Not trying to sound smug, not trying to sound like a know-it-all, but there's a reason why I do the research that I do. And out comes Jake Bates for the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. That kick looked like it was about to miss, but he got it in there. So Lions go up 7-0. And again, like I said, look at what happened on that drive, folks. The Lions literally balanced offense, and they held that ball for literally 7+ minutes. That's what the Lions need to do. Control the clock, control the ball, tire the hell out of that Seahawks defense, and keep Geno Smith and the offense of the Seahawks off the damn field. Well, I don't know it all, Grant. I don't know it all. I ain't God, nor would I ever try to admit I was. But anyway, so offense starts slow, comes out the next drive after the defense stands tall, gets the turnover on downs. Now the defense comes out, let's see them do their thing again. Again, like I said, the Lions offense, what it needed to find was two things. It needed to find balance, and it needed to get its mojo back. And I believe that first half against the freaking Cardinals, that was exactly what we were looking for. I don't know what happened to the second half, but that's neither here nor there. But you go back to that Cardinals first half, that offense was literally perfect. You go 5 for 6 on your drives. 5 for 6 on third down. You go 2 for 2 in terms of getting red zone touchdowns. Goff was literally perfect. I mean, that's about as good of an offense as we've seen. And now we just saw again that offense pop itself right out again. Balanced offense up the field, good passing, great blocking, good run offense. But again, balance, making sure the defense cannot figure out what the hell we're doing. Currently, they're talking about the fact of the Lions and Seahawks being high-scoring games, which, go figure. And thank you, Grant Kennedy, for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Let's go, Lions. And Jake Bates kicks it out the back of the end zone. The Seattle Seahawks will start the drive at the 30-yard line. Defense back out on the field. So, let's see what the defense can do. They did well in the first drive. Let's get another good drive out of them. All right, let's see what we got here. Geno Smith in the gun. Looks like they're going to have two receiver sets to both the left and the right. Geno's got a man on his right. Now he's going to motion him out to the right. Empty, quick throw is going to be a screen, and he ain't going nowhere. It's going to be a pickup of maybe 1, maybe 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8, that's what the refs have placed the ball for. Geno again in the gun. Geno coming up to the line, trying to make some audibles, having a hard time getting anything going. Geno goes back into the gun. Again, 2 receivers to the left and to the right. Now Geno has a man on his left side, again, continuing to bark out signals. Geno snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets pressured, and it's going to be incomplete. And Terry and Arnold got the pass breakup. Good coverage from Terry and Arnold. Lions Mania, just watching some football and enjoying it. Hey, you can call that, pass interference, but the wide receiver had equal play to the ball. That's good coverage. Geno Smith in the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Geno snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets pressured again, throws underneath, and Smith Njigba is going to pick up the first down. Just barely got past the down sticks. Carlton Davis was trying to get him, and Smith Njigba was not having any of it. But, all right. First down for the Seattle Seahawks. Smith in the gun again. Trips right. Geno Smith looks, is getting pressured, throws it, and finds a man in the middle, but he gets walloped. But notice what I said, guys. Look at what the freaking Seattle Seahawks are doing. Every single time that they've gone into offense, Geno Smith has been in the gun. They haven't even snapped one time under center. And all of their throws have been virtually short. That's because they know their offensive line can't block. And again, in the gun. Geno Smith in the gun, got a man to his right, got 3 receivers to his right. Smith snaps, looks to throw, is going to throw, but it is was that complete or incomplete? There is a flag on the play. Davis was on coverage. Don't know what the flag is about, but Geno Smith looks like it's against us. Still waiting for the call. It's offsetting penalties. So, an eligible man downfield and pass interference on the Lions. The plays will offset. They'll redo the down. Bingo. Sure, I can say where they're at on the field. I just have to see the actual field because right now they're just focused on the players. Right now, they are at the 47, 48-yard line on the Lions side. Smith in the gun has 3 receivers to the right. Smith is going to snap the ball, looks quick, throws quick, gets it underneath, and Metcalf catches it and breaks a couple of tackles, but there's a fumble, and now there's a hustle the other way, and it is going to be out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Metcalf fumbled the ball at the last second, and Carlton Davis picked it up and almost took it back to the house. That is definitely a fumble. There is no doubt about that one. Campbell forced that ball out, and then Carlton Davis picked it up and nearly took it home. Good job, Jack Campbell. Now the Lions are going to be set up in the red zone with a perfect chance to extend the lead to double digits. The Lions could go up by 14 points in the first quarter, folks. Lions are going to be at the 14-yard line. Goff in the gun. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Goff's got a man on his left. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off, and it's going to be a pickup of 1. The Lions are now going to be at the 13-yard line. And this will be the last play of the game not the last play of the game. Last play of the quarter, because there's 30 seconds on the game clock and there's about 20 some seconds on the play clock. There's about 4 or 5 seconds separating the two. So this will be the last play of the quarter, provided, of course, it's not an incomplete pass or go out of bounds. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps. Goff looks to throw. Goff dances. Goff throws. Goff gets it to his man, and it's going to be a first down. And Brock Wright with another catch. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the Lions having the ball in the red zone inside the 5-yard line, up 7-0. Hey, folks. I know it's early, but again, this is what you love to see. Hey, Campbell did a great job. And the best part about it is if you go back and you watch that replay, Campbell didn't even put his hand in there. He literally hit Metcalf so hard from the back that Metcalf couldn't hold on to it. And think about that. Metcalf is a freaking monster. He's huge. So imagine how much force Campbell had to put on Metcalf for him to let that ball go. That right there shows you how much of a beast Campbell is. And the fact that the defense not only got the turnover, but then picked up the ball and got all the way down to the 14-yard line. What did I say in one of my last podcasts that I put out? What we need is complementary defense. And that was what was truly missing from the last 2 years we played the Seahawks. We didn't have a complementary team. We had a powerful offense with a bad defense that got slightly better in the fact that the run defense got better, but the pass defense didn't. But now we have a complementary team. The defense is tough as hell, and the offense is still doing what it does. Again, I'm just saying it like it is. That's why I keep saying in every single episode, I'm not trying to make myself sound like, a homer. I go where the facts are, I go where the data is, and I tell the truth. If you don't like the truth, get pissed at your own team, but don't get mad at me. And with that, we have another donation from Grant Kennedy. He says, every touchdown and every turnover, more money for MCM. I like the way you think. And again, appreciation for the donation. Thomas Lewis says, this is the way I wanted. Now we just run it down their throats. Absolutely. Run it down their throats, pass it down their throats. I don't care. Just score, score, score. Will do so, Chuck. I will always keep up the good work. Goff under center. It's going to be a weak eye formation. Goff's going to snap the ball, hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs going to get a touchdown. Lions now up 13-0. Lions have extended their lead to freaking 2 score lanes. So now the Lions running backs have dual touchdowns. Gibbs has a touchdown, and Monty has a touchdown. Let's talk about it. It's just like Oprah. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Everybody gets a touchdown. And think about this, folks. This is without Ragnow. Think about that. Ragnow's not playing. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Lions are now up 14-0. And thank you, Grant Kennedy, for another donation. I agree. Let's go, Monty. Let's go, Gibby. Let's go, Goff. Let's go freaking, I don't care who. And you are right, Greg. See, Awasaka, he is playing well. I'm actually rather surprised. He has done very well so far filling in at left guard. That ought to tell us something. If we have injuries, we have the depth to fill in for temporary sustainment, which is exactly what this is. I agree, Braylon Dennis. This is a type of Super Bowl winning defense. Yeah, I agree, Bobo. I don't understand. Well, actually, I kind of do. The reason why the Lions are having Jake Bates line up all the way to the left is because notice how that ball comes off his foot. At least the way I'm seeing it, he's constantly kicking it to the right. So in order to, kind of offset that, they go all the way to the far left hash. So that way, there's less of a chance the ball goes outside of the crossbar. I'll say this, Nick Burton. I'll say this. You asked the question if I'm a believer in Glenn yet. I am beginning to believe in Glenn. The fact that this defense has done exactly what I've been waiting for it to do over the last 3 years, I'm absolutely ecstatic. But I stand by what I said in the offseason. I don't want to just see one game. I don't want to see 2 games. I don't want to see a couple of games. I want to see a whole damn season of this. And after the last 3 years of piss-ass defenses, I think I'm entitled to it. But again, I like what I'm seeing, and Glenn is definitely moving the needle back the other way. That's what I think. So again, I'm believing what I'm seeing, but I'm not a convert just yet. Did you guys just hear that? We have scored 2 touchdowns in less than 4 minutes. Between the first quarter to the second quarter, less than 4 minutes. That is efficient offense. And Bakes kicks it off and is going to go out the back of the end zone. Seahawks will again start at the 30-yard line. Maybe he did get the right coaches, Chuck. I don't know. But I do know this. You cannot say that the man has not gotten talent. Every single year, that man has gotten talent. So it's like, listen, at this point, 4 years of pumping talent into that defense, this is what I wanted. This is what I expected. And I love what I'm seeing. All right. Geno Smith is actually under center for the first time this whole game. And he is going to snap the ball, is going to hand it off, and just the second run of the game for the Seahawks, they're going to pick up about 3 yards, going to make it 2nd and 7. So far, the defense is doing an excellent job. Short runs, managing the pass defense very well. 2nd down for the Seattle Seahawks offense. Geno Smith goes back to the gun. 2 wide receivers to the left with a tight end on the left. Smith has a man on his left. Now Metcalf in motion. Geno Smith looks to throw, throws quick and incomplete. Went through the hands of the tight end. It's now 3rd and 7. Hutchinson, I think, got a finger on that. No, he didn't. It looked like he did, but the tight end just wasn't ready for it. He didn't even get a chance at it. He put his hands up, but he didn't get a chance on it. Smith in the gun. He's got a man on his right. 3 wide receivers to the right. We're at the 36-yard line on their side of the field. Man in motion. Trips right. Geno Smith snaps. Looks to throw. Rolls out to the right. Throws it underneath. Complete. 1st down. And Smith Njigba, pardon me, he makes the catch. It's going to be a 1st down for a catch of about 10 yards. It's all right. It's all right. So now the Seahawks are on the 44-yard line. Smith snaps, looks to throw, is going to throw, and incomplete. And it was broken up by Davis, who was being on coverage against Metcalf. Metcalf has gotten a couple on him, but that time Carlton Davis did a great job, put his hand up, and batted it away. That's good coverage. Good pass breakup. Again, at the 44-yard line, Smith is in the gun. Smith is making a whole bunch of traffic and motions right now. Smith now has 3 receivers to the left with a man on his left. Smith snaps the ball, looks quick, throws quick, and is going to be stopped after a gain of about 3 yards. Down by contact. So again, it's going to be another 3rd and 7 coming up. Well, maybe Houston gets a sack. I see what you're saying, Jason. This is definitely a passing situation, and they obviously know that they're going to throw it. Smith in the backfield, all alone, still on. Now we're on the 47-yard line of the Seahawks side of the field. Man in the backfield now. Smith snaps, looks to throw, is going to step up. He's dancing, and he is running for his life now. Smith is looking, and he's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Anzalone, but there is a flag on the play. And the flag is against the Lions, apparently. It's going to be a defensive holding on Carlton Davis. I mean, That is holding, but at the same time, it's really kind of ridiculous. I get why they threw the ball. I get why they threw the flag. I don't like it, but it is what it is. All right, 1st and 10. Smith under center. Smith snaps, is going to do a play action boot to the left, throws underneath, is going to complete it, and he is going to be out of bounds for about 6 yards to Tyler Lockett. And it looks like they're just outside the 40-yard line on the Lions side of the field. Looks like they're on the 42-yard line. Smith in the gun, snaps, looks to throw, gets it out quick again, and Walker gets it, but he doesn't go anywhere. And the play wasn't blown dead, but they didn't call him down even though he was down by contact. Looked like a wrestling contest out there, but there's a flag on the field, so let's see what this is. Offside against James Houston. Way to go, Houston. I mean, Smith under center. Smith snaps the ball, hands it off to Walker. Walker is going to try and find room, and he gets nowhere. Is going to pick up maybe a yard, if that. So it is going to be Seahawks ball on the 31-yard line for the Lions side of the field. 2nd and that's got to be a really 2nd and long 8 because he only picked up a yard. So either they gave him some forward progression or that was a very generous spot. But Smith in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, now 2 receivers to the right. So Smith is in the backfield alone. Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets rid of it quick. He's throwing it deep and gets it, and it is going to be a touchdown for Metcalf. So Carlton Davis didn't have good coverage, but the safety also didn't have any sort of protection over top. And I think that's going to come back. I don't think Metcalf got that ball over the line before he was down because the ball has to break the line, not his body. So it's not a touchdown, but it's going to be a 1st and very short goal. So no touchdown as of yet. Seahawks rush to the line, and they're going to snap the ball, and Walker is going to try and get there, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be short. 2nd and goal coming up. Second and goal. Dude, these refs are literally freaking throwing flags all over on us. They've literally, I think, thrown 1 flag against Seattle. How can you, dude? So Pascal was the guilty party there. Lions are not playing very, clean. And Kenneth Walker is going to get in. Seahawks find a touchdown and score. Only after we gave them all those penalties. So it sucks that we let them score, but let's think about it, folks. The only reason why that happened is because we shot ourselves in the foot. All the penalties was how they literally got it. So it sucks, but I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I love the fact that Hutch literally ran over two guys. Kick is up. Kick is good. Seattle has cut the lead down to a touchdown. Again, I have not said this, but I have pretty much hinted at it. I expect the Lions to win, but I have never, ever once underestimated Seattle. They're going to play. But I'm telling you this right now. If that drive is emblematic of the rest of the night, points for Seattle are going to be hard to come by. They literally had to fight for every damn yard. And then they had to get the refs throwing a whole bunch of damn dirty laundry to help them. So, just saying. But I'm going to be back in a second, folks. I'm going to go get the drink that I prepared, and I forgot about it on the counter. So I'll be back in like 1 second. Whew. All right, folks. I'm officially back. And so from what I can see, Metcalf just made a good inside move and Carlton Davis bid on it. And the kickoff goes through the back of the end zone. Lions will start at the 30-yard line. I do not know Mike Hunt, Emily Myers. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff snaps it. Is going to be a play action. Goff steps up, throws underneath, and gets it to St. Brown. And St. Brown is going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards, making it a very second and short. Excuse me. Lions are going hurry up, going with tempo. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers on both sides. Goff looks to throw. Goff is going to dance and throws it underneath, gets it to the man, and he's going to pick up a first down and going to go down just short of the 50. But there is a flag in the secondary, probably going to be against probably the Seahawks. It's a personal foul face mask. It is going to be an extra 15 yards on the end of the catch and run. So now the Lions are going to be on about the 40-yard line because they were near the 50, so it's going to be like the 43, 44-yard line. Good job by Goff maintaining his composure in the pocket, not getting rustled, and then good job by Laporta to make a move and pick up a first down. Goff under center, 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left, single back formation, man in motion. Goff snaps it, is going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards. I don't think that's the problem, Grant. Again, freaking Amon-Ra St. Brown, he had a 100-yard game. What was it? Against the Buccaneers? I don't think it's because he's not as hungry. Again, I think that defenses are now starting to realize just how dangerous he is, so they have now prepared specific things for him. 2nd and 8 for the Lions offense. Goff under center. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off, and Gibbs is going to bounce it outside, makes a good football move, and picks up another first down. Gibbs literally hit that running, bounced it outside, and there was nobody there. Off to the races. Good outside run right there. Lions are at the 26.5-yard line. Goff under center, man in motion again. Goff snaps the ball. It's going to be a quick outside throw to St. Brown. And actually, no, it wasn't to St. Brown. It was to Tim Patrick. So it's going to be a quick pickup of 3 yards on the wide receiver screen. Tim Patrick picks up 3 yards, but gets absolutely walloped by Witherspoon. Or was that St. Brown? That was St. Brown. For some reason, I thought that was Tim Patrick for a minute. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. J-Mo in motion. Goff snaps it, is going to hand it off, does a fake throw, and Gibbs is going to pick up about 6 yards, maybe 5, so it's going to be a very short 3rd down, very manageable. So it's a 3rd and 3 for the Lions offense. Lions have plenty of options here. Goff in the gun, St. Brown in motion, Goff snaps it, play action, rolls to the right, throws underneath, gets it to his man, and Laporta is going to get pushed out just short of the 5-yard line, down to the 6. Good play design. Goff held the ball, rolled out right, waited for his man to get open, and Laporta did the rest. Good job, Goff. Good job, play call. And now we're at the 6-yard line. Goff under center. Got 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right with a tight end, single back. Goff brings a man in motion, snaps the ball, play action boot left. Goff throws. Goff is going to get it to his man, but the man's going to be short by 1 yard. St. Brown is absolutely upset with himself that he was freaking short by 1 yard. Goff was trying to bend it back the other way with the throw, and it just didn't get there. But the Lions are now 2nd and goal at the 1, so plenty of options. Goff under center, and I think there's too many men on the field for the defense because I just saw this. I literally just saw that. I think it's a legal formation, 12 men on the field. So now the Seahawks get called for 12 men on the field. So now it's like 2nd and goal from like the half-yard line. I don't think Goff has even missed a throw yet. I'll have to check that. Goff under center. Looks like a heavy formation. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off, and touchdown. Gibbs gets the TD. Gibbs with his second touchdown of the night. Gibbs now has 3 touchdowns on the year to Monty's 4. So the Lions have 7 rushing touchdowns on the year. Woo, 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 woo. And again, look at how we did that. Take a look at how we did that. Look at that. We started at the 30, went down the field, 9 plays, took 5 minutes off the clock. Think about this, folks. Every single time we're getting the ball, 7 minutes, 5 minutes, we're wearing the hell out of this Seahawks defense. We're wearing them out. What did I say literally in my podcast today? Run the ball, control the clock, wear them the hell out. That's what you have to do. And that's exactly what they're doing. And think about it. We've gotten into the red zone now 3 times, and 3 times we've scored. Did I or did I not call it? I literally have been saying this nonsense the whole damn week. Cowherd should be sweating. Again, I'm going to say this right now. Don't get me wrong. I actually kind of like Colin Cowherd. I think that he's, out of all the national, guys that talk, I actually like him the most because I can't stand freaking Smith. I can't stand Wright, and a lot of the other guys I don't even really care for either. But for me, Colin Cowherd is actually okay. But what makes it comical about him is that he's just as bad of a flip-flopper as anybody else, because there are times that he'll say, oh, well, I'm out on this team or I'm out on this guy. And then like a couple of weeks later, he's like, well, I've all of a sudden come back and I'm now buying into it. It's like, dude, no, you're not. Colin Cowherd is just as bad as anybody else. He goes where the audiences are. He goes where he gets clicks. He goes where he gets views. That's his job. And I did not forget you, Grant. Another donation. Thank you. Way to go, Gibby. I mean, dude, I will take this offense all day long. I will literally take this offense all day long. Shannon Sharp is good. I'm okay with Shannon Sharp. I like his opinions. The only thing about Shannon Sharp that kind of bugs me is, I wouldn't say necessarily how he talks, but the fact that he kind of gets a little like pompous about it, that bugs me a little bit. Like he almost sounds like, hey, you know what? I know because I know. And it's like, okay, I get it. Hall of Fame player, played in the NFL for a long time, but it's like, you know what? It's like you could, bring it back a little bit. But don't get me wrong. I mean, Shannon Sharp knows his shit. He knows it very well. Hey, I'm not banning anybody. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The only reason why I ban people or I kick people out of my live streams, or hell, even out of my comment section in my podcast, is simply this. You can disagree with me all you want. You can, say you don't like Goff. I don't care. I've backed up my opinions and I am comfortable with my opinions. But the moment you start getting belligerent, you start getting rude, you start, throwing insults and a whole bunch of other stuff, that's where I draw a line. But we're back to the game. Smith under center, man in motion. Smith snaps the ball, play action, looks to throw, gets pressured, throws underneath, and he's going nowhere. And Charbonnet picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6 coming up. Okay. Geno Smith in the gun. Jackson Smith Njigba goes to the left, and another man goes to the right. 2 receivers on both sides. And then another man goes outside to the right. Smith throws quick, and it's going to be completed to Tyler Lockett. They're going to be now on the 39, 38-yard line. And again, this is what I told you guys the Seattle Seahawks offense is going to do. They are literally following the script I wrote. And Smith back to throw. Smith gets sacked by Malcolm Rodriguez. Outside blitz from the linebacker, and he goes down. Christina, nice to see you. Braylon Dennis, you are correct. And look at this blitz off the outside edge from Malcolm Rodriguez. He literally just gets a free look and just boom. I don't care how mobile of a quarterback you are not going to get away from an outside linebacker on a free blitz off the edge. It's not going to happen. Not unless you freaking Lamar Jackson. And Geno Smith ain't no Lamar. Smith in the gun again. 2nd and 16. Trips to the right. Got a man to his left. Got a tight end to his left. And Smith is going to call a timeout because the play clock was about to expire because the Lions fans are getting loud. So the Detroit Lions fans make the Seahawks burn a timeout. 2nd and 16 for the Lions defense. And the Lions right now are in command. And think about it, folks. Now the Seattle Seahawks offense, they're off their game. Because think about it. What have they done? They've done exactly like I said they were going to do. Quick, short throws. Make sure they're keeping the downs very manageable. Because think about it. Every time they've gotten into these 3rd and 2nd situations, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 4, they're keeping the downs very short. And they're doing it by having really quick throws. Because think about it. They've ran the ball like maybe 4 times tonight. And Geno Smith has literally only gone under center like literally 4 or 5 times. I've told you, their offensive line is so bad at pass blocking that they literally have to keep Smith in the gun to protect him and to give him time to throw. And even then, they can't throw the ball deep. That's why all these freaking routes are so short. And when you have an offense that's that limited, it's very easy to prepare for. And eventually, the defense is going to find ways to get to you, just like Malcolm Rodriguez did. And now when you're at 2nd and 16, that is a huge amount of yards you got to try and pick up. So, again, this is why I said what I said about the Seattle Seahawks. Who have they played so far? They played the Broncos, they played the Patriots, and they played the Dolphins. Interesting. They haven't played anybody. Oh, now you play a team like the Lions, and this is what's happening. Bad, baby, bad, baby, bad. Literally, the Lions are over there, and they're spanking that ass all the way to Sunday. And again, Von Zale, I said it too. Geno Smith has literally been pressured 38.1% of the time on his dropbacks. Literally. He's the 10th highest pressured quarterback in the NFL. When you're getting pressured that much, there's nothing else you can do. You have to throw the ball short. You have to find ways to get the ball out quicker. And again, here we are. Geno Smith in the gun. Four wide receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Got 1 man on his right for protection. Geno Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, is going to dance outside, throws out of bounds because, wouldn't you know it, pressure on him, he ain't got nowhere to go. And so the ball goes. Travis Scott, again, that is something I am hoping for. Again, we all know how good this team is in the first half. We saw it against the Cardinals game. Great offense in the first half, great defense in the first half. Now we need to see if we can put a full game together. But back to the said game. Geno Smith in the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Geno Smith snaps, looks to throw, gets it out quick, gets it underneath. And they're going to do a lateral. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? They can't pick up first downs the normal way. In 3rd and 16, look at that. They have to do crazy ass shit to try and freaking pick up first downs. That's how bad this offense is. When you got to start doing backyard bullshit to try and pick up first downs, you know how bad you are. You got to start getting really tricky. But again, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Geno Smith in the backfield all by himself, looks to throw, going to get hit, but the ball is out. Charbonnet is going to stiff arm, but not going to pick up any yardage. Correction, Braylon Dennis. They tried to copy our flow. They tried to copy it. That was not exactly a hook, a hook and ladder, but it was damn close. Geno Smith in the gun. Geno Smith is going to let the clock wind down to the 2-minute warning, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to have the ball second and how in the hell did he get 2 yards? Correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but did Zach Charbonnet freaking break the line of scrimmage? Because I didn't see him do that. So how the hell did he get 2 yards, I wonder? But, yeah, this is what I was trying to tell people. And I mean, you guys can all vouch for me. Go back to my comment section over the last couple of days. You all know what was going on. How many damn Seattle Seahawks fans literally called me a homer? I don't look so homerish now. It's kind of hard to call somebody a homer when literally the game is progressing almost as if I had future powers to see into said future. And I'm telling you this right now. I might have moments of clairvoyance and maybe deja vu, but I don't read the future. I ain't no freaking Nostradamus. But anyway, I was going to check this out. Because I was meaning to do it and I literally forgot about it because I want to see what's going on right now with the team. Because, again, I wanted to take a look at this last drive, and I completely forgot about it. Scores. Okay. So Titans are up on the Dolphins 9-3, which that's a snooze fest. Like I said, the Lions and Seahawks were going to get definitely the better of, all that nonsense. Yeah, look at this, folks. Listen to this. Jared Goff is 11 of 11 for 83 yards, 98.1 passer rating. Again, like last week, has not missed a throw. David Montgomery, 8 rushes for 42 yards, 5.3 in average, 1 touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7 rushes, 41 yards, 5.9 in average, 2 rushing touchdowns. That's literally our offense. That is our literal bread and butter right there. Run the ball, be consistent, pick up good yardage, make the offense consistent and balanced, and let Goff eat and feast and cook when he needs to. But back to the game. Geno Smith in the gun. Looks like they got 2 tight ends to the left. Geno Smith snaps, looks to throw, is going to get it out quick down the field, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted. But there is a flag, and there's a penalty, and it's holding on the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to lose They're going to lose 10 yards. And Noah Fant is going off the field, and it looks like he's got a problem with his shoulder. So now the Seattle Seahawks are down a weapon. They don't have Fant out on the field. Dude, he literally tried to take him out of his damn... Look at that. That's right there, perfect example. That's what happens to Hutch damn near every time. Geno Smith in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left and to the right. They're at the 46-yard line on their side. Geno Smith snaps, play action, looks to throw, dumps it underneath, gets it to Charbonnet. Charbonnet is going to pick up he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It is now 3rd and 10. Hey, I say this. I've said it before. Actually, up-tempo, Geno Smith in the gun again. Got 2 receivers to the right with a tight end. Another receiver to the left. The receiver on the left is Metcalf. Geno Smith barking out signals. Now the entire formation changes. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Smith is barking out signals in the backfield, snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets it to Metcalf, and incomplete. 4th and 10 coming up. Seattle Seahawks are going to have to punt the ball. Lions are going to get the ball back with about a minute, and they have all 3 timeouts. They can potentially extend this lead to 21 points before the half. And getting back to your comment, Von Zale, I've said this before. I've said it before. I give Geno Smith a lot of credit. Think about it. The fact that he has had to make this offense work the way he has with no offensive line help and no run game, and yet he's made this offense work. Think about that. For a quarterback to make an offense like this work with no run game, that's impressive. And the fact that he's getting pressured as much as he is, and the fact that he has to throw the ball literally dink and dunk down the field because that's all he really has, I give Geno Smith a lot of credit. But again, that's what I'm talking about. When you have an offense that is extremely limited, you're going to run into problems. That is why, for me, and again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. When you do not have a strong offensive line, you are going to have a hard time playing football. Jake Thomas, I appreciate your comment. I try my best to, give the best shows I possibly can, and I try my best to, do what I can every day. Of course Metcalf's going to cry to the refs. I see what you guys are saying. I see you, Travis. I see you, Chemical. Of course he's crying to the refs. That's what Metcalf is going to do. Metcalf is kind of like a wide receiver version of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, when something goes bad, because I think I'm so great, it's because of a penalty. That's why I didn't get what I thought I should have gotten. Problem is you go back and you watch that replay, that was because Metcalf didn't make the catch. It was good coverage by Carlton Davis. Geno Smith got the ball right where it should have been. Metcalf just didn't make the catch. Dean DeGreer asked, think we can go up 28-7 before the half? Absolutely, I think we can. Think about it, folks. Every single drive, save the first one. Every single drive, save the first one, the Lions have scored. And we've got the ball. We've got about a minute and 5 seconds. We have 3 timeouts. You can make a lot of time happen with 3 timeouts in a minute and 5 seconds. The Lions can most certainly go up 28-7 before the half. But here's what I will say. Even if they don't get an extra touchdown, if they can go down the field and literally, if they can go down the field and at least get close enough for Jake Bates, that's fine too. Doesn't have to be a touchdown, but I would love it. But back to the game. Lions are on the 15-yard line. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps the ball. Goff looks to throw, is going to dance out to the left, gets the ball out to Gibbs, but there's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be against Penei Sewell for a hold. Holy crap, they called holding on both the tackles. They called holding on Decker and Sewell. Well, damn. So they declined the penalty against Decker and threw it on Penei Sewell. That's some bullshit, in my opinion. Like, come on now. But whatever. All right, 1st and 17. Goff in the gun, empty formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Actually, it's not an empty formation. And got it to Khalif Raymond. And Raymond picks up a good chunk of yards. Going to make it a much more manageable 2nd down, but they're going up tempo. Got to make some plays here because they only got about 35 seconds. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Goff looks to throw. Goff gets, whoa. Wait a minute. How's that not a horse collar? He grabbed him by the back. That should be a horse collar. Bullshit. 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 That should be a horse collar. I don't care if he's in the pocket. If you grab a guy by the freaking back of the freaking, I don't care if he's in the pocket. That's a horse collar. That's why I say bullshit. I call bullshit. That is a bullshit rule. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. If freaking that happened to Patrick Mahomes, somebody would be getting a freaking earful the next day. How dare you hit the quarterback of the league like that? That's going to potentially injure him. Happens to Goff? Whatever. That's some bullshit. Goff in the gun, going to snap it. It's going to be a draw play. At this point, the Lions know there's no way they're going to score. Refs totally screwed them there. Totally freaking screwed them. First and foremost, they call holding penalties against both of our tackles, and then they allow the freaking Seattle Seahawks to get away with a blatant freaking horse collar on a technicality of the rule. Dude, that's horse shit. I'm telling you, if that crap were to happen to freaking Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, I don't care. That would be a massive problem. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, I can't say that enough. That is bullshit. The fact that the freaking Lions just got screwed is, just absolutely ridiculous. Like literally, that's one of those situations where the Lions got screwed with their pants on. I'm livid. I am livid. If I was the Lions, I would freaking earmark that play and I would say that's a rule that needs to get changed. Because think about it, folks. Why is the horse collar penalty in there in the first place? Because when it was not in there, that's right. A lot of players would get injured from that kind of crap. That's why the penalty was put there in the first place. So why is it fine for everywhere else on the field, but not for the quarterback in the pocket? Explain that crap to me. Anyway, Geno Smith in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're obviously going to try and throw it down the field. Incomplete, going to be with 11 seconds left. At this point, freaking the Seattle Seahawks are going to do one of two things. They're either going to try and do a freaking Hail Mary to see what the hell they can get to try and maybe get a field goal out of this, or they're just going to run the ball and just say, whatever. The Lions are definitely going into a prevent defense because they are knowing that the Seattle Seahawks are probably going to try and throw the ball deep. Whoa, what the hell just happened there? What the? Injured player, my ass. Who's the injured player? Look at Angelone. He's like, what the hell, man? Who's the injured player? But how's Hutchinson? Oh. Hutchinson's definitely not injured, so was he doing that to give the Lions maybe a break to get into their play? Now Geno Smith is going to run and picks up a first down. There's 5 seconds left, so this is literally Hail Mary time. So Seattle Seahawks are obviously going to, freaking go Hail Mary. They're going to try and get points here. So 5 seconds left. Lions are going to obviously play a prevent defense. And yeah, I now get that now, lots of power, but I was like, what the hell? Geno Smith back to throw, throws quick, and is going to get it to Metcalf, and they now have 2 seconds on the clock, and they're going to attempt a long-ass field goal. Dude, this is going to be ridiculous. 62-yard field goal. I mean, this is in his range, but it's literally at the very furthest edge of his range. So let's see what happens here. Kick is up, but it's way to the left, and there's going to be a chance for a return here. Dorsey's going to return it, and he's not. Whoa, what the hell? Dude, face mask. Face mask. Did you see his helmet? His helmet got dripped down. That's a face mask. That is literally a defensive penalty. You cannot end a half or the game on a defensive penalty. The Lions are going to get one play before the half ends. That is a face mask. Lions get the ball in one play. Yes, I called that shit. Personal foul, face mask, Lions get the ball, one play. And I'm telling you this right now. If I was Ben Johnson and we're trying to do something, if I was Ben Johnson, I would be like, okay, what? Dude. What? Okay. Let my fan brain stop. Let my fan brain relax. I can understand why the Lions declined the penalty. Obviously, they're wanting to go into the half, maintain the lead, don't want anybody injured, don't want anything potential getting screwed up. So, whatever. Lions Mania, I don't know why Hutch did it specifically, but in my opinion, I think the personal reason is he wanted to make sure, one, the Lions were in the right defense, probably wanted to give them a breather. So that's the only reason I can think of. Because obviously Hutch wasn't injured. He was on the sideline freaking smiling. Like I said, Lions Mania, I think it was because he wanted to make sure the Lions were, one, in the right defense, but also to give the Lions a chance to maybe catch a breather and get themselves, situated before the plays were about to be called. Because obviously the Lions knew that the Seattle Seahawks were going to try and make a score. So it's whatever. I'm going to just say this. My analysis of the first half is this. Great offense, great defense, shitty refs. That's what I say, because that is exactly what happened. Dude, those refs, I've literally seen many a day where the Lions have gotten screwed by referees, but dude, they have gotten literally screwed on a whole hell of a bunch of calls tonight. I just don't see why, how? I'm still hung up on that no horse collar call. That is something that absolutely irks me. I'm telling you this right now. Dude, if I was Dan Campbell, I would be calling Roger Goodell and I would be giving him an earful. Or I'd be calling the NFL Rules Committee and I'd be giving them an earful. Because I'm just like, Woo! 'Cause, 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 'cause But anyway, let me move off of that. Here's what I'm going to say. Again, when I'm looking at this game, the way I looked at this game going into it, the Lions had to find a way to, one, make sure they kept Geno Smith pressured at all times. And that wasn't going to necessarily be difficult to do, but the fact that they've literally put pressure on Geno Smith almost damn near every single time he's dropped back to throw, and even when he's been in the gun, that to me is a main reason why the Lions defense is doing so well. Because when you constantly apply pressure to a quarterback, you're going to limit what that offense can do. And then on top of that, again, hold on here. Let me see if I can actually see this. Because I got to take a look at this. Dude, guys and gals, look, think about this. I just looked this up. Y'all want to know how many times the Seahawks ran the ball that half? 5 times. They ran the ball 5 times that half. They ran the ball 5 times and threw the ball a literal 24 times. 24 passes to 5 runs. That is a literal 3-to-1 ratio. Dude, at that point, you literally make it too easy. You literally make it too easy for the offense, or sorry, not offense, the defense to know what the hell you're going to do. And I agree, Travis Scott. They know they can't run on us. They know it. We have the 3rd best overall rush defense in terms of total yards, and the 4th best rush defense in total yards, and tied 3rd in terms of yards per rush. That is how good our rush defense is. So they knew coming into this game, the only way they were going to beat us was through the air. But how the hell do you beat somebody through the air when, oh, that's right, you can't throw the ball more than 6 yards down the field because you can't get enough time for those deeper routes to progress. Now, Lions Mania, I see your comment here. He says, I'm worried the Lions are going to have another lackluster second half just like last week in Arizona. Okay, folks. Let me say this. And I just saw that comment by Foxboy. Cannot afford to not make adjustments in the second half, 21-7. We have to keep our feet on the damn gas. Okay, folks, listen to me when I say this. I guarantee you this. The Lions already know this. They already know the fact that they're up by 14, that's good. But this is a team that is clearly feisty. They're going to fight, and they're going to try to get back into the game. But what I'm going to tell you is this. I would be willing to bet my bottom dollar that the Lions spent an immense amount of time this week making sure that, hey, we have a script for the second half against the Seahawks where it's like, okay, we're going to go out and we are going to find a way to make sure we start the half on a good note. Now, obviously, the Lions are going to start the second half on defense because we started the game on offense, which, okay, that stings a little bit because I would like it if we got the ball to start the second half so that way we could potentially extend our lead to 21. But actually, I think in a sense, this might actually help us out because, one, it gives our offense more time on the sideline to get ready for that drive. And again, I'm not too particularly worried about the Seattle Seahawks offense. After the first half and how that literally, like as if I literally wrote the script, they literally followed the exact game plan I knew they were going to follow. Literally followed it to a T. So to me, it's like, listen, Seattle can try and make any adjustments that they want. But again, when you don't have an offensive line, I don't care what the hell adjustments you make. The only way you're going to make, again, I hate to say this, the only way Seattle is going to beat us is with trick plays. Because think about it. Their biggest gain of the night, other than that deep shot to DK Metcalf for 30 yards, the only other deep play they've had was that other one to DK Metcalf for 20 yards. So unless they're getting some, like I said, blown coverage, or Geno Smith just literally puts a ball where only Metcalf can get it and Metcalf does what Metcalf does, the only other way they're going to beat us is freaking with trick plays. That's why on 3rd and 16, they literally ran a hook and ladder because they knew there was no way they were going to have a real shot of making a deep pass on 3rd and 16 because the defense was already going to be prepared for it. So they were like, well, let's run a hook and ladder or some backyard bullshit and see if we can pick up the first down that way, which they did. Fox boy. Okay. I've been reading your, comments all week. I understand what you're saying, but for crying out loud, dude, calm down. I'm telling you, I know that the Lions are going to go into this half. They're not going to let up. They realize how much their second half woes affect the game as well. They're going to make sure that shit is in the right place. I'm telling you, they knew coming into this game they had to play their style of football. And so far, they have played very well. I fully expect that they're going to make adjustments and they're going to say, okay, let's continue what we're doing, having made adjustments, and continue to play our brand of football. Now, Von Zale Carson, I agree. Right now, the game is in our hands. We have a very strong, good hold on it. But again, to go back to what Foxboy is saying, we have to keep our foot on the gas. So that means, hey, keep applying pressure. Keep getting after Geno Smith. Keep being good in tackling. Make sure the offense continues to pick up good yardage on the ground. Have Goff be protected. Spread the ball out and also continue to be balanced. If you continue to do those things, you're going to win because that is a tried and true proven recipe for success. Again, going back to week 2 when we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when everybody said throwing the ball 55 times was not going to work. The same is true if you run the ball too much. If you run the ball too much, it's the same damn effect. Balance is the key. Again, I go back to what my grandmother told me. Too much of a good thing even is bad. You have to have moderation. So again, just do what you've been doing. Don't get fancy. Don't get crazy. Don't get squirrely. Just do what you've been doing. It's worked all night. Don't change it until they've shown that they can stop it. Again, what's the saying? You don't need to reinvent the wheel if it's already working. And yes, I do hear what you guys are saying about Pete Rose. He has passed away. Pete Rose was one of the best baseball players of his era. I obviously know that there are some people that, look at the fact that obviously there was scandal surrounding him. I think it was because of steroids and some other stuff. But it's like, listen, how do I put this? Name one baseball player nowadays that ain't doing steroids. Like, seriously. So for me, it's like, you can be mad about the fact that he was doing steroids, juicing up, whatever. But it's like, dude, Mark McGwire was doing steroids. Derek Jeter was doing steroids. I mean, for crying out loud, virtually everybody in the damn freaking, MLB does steroids now on some level. So it's like, dude, you can talk about steroids being, whatever. But for me, it's like, respect the player's talent. Respect the talent. Steroids are not, think about it. The only thing steroids do is it just makes you stronger and it gives you more physical, ability to play the game. But I'm sorry, steroids aren't going to make you a better baseball hitter. Steroids aren't going to make you a better fielder. That's still talent that you have to make through constant practice. Yes, you are correct, Lions Mania. Yes, they do check for that crap now. But here's the thing. The difference between back then versus now is while back then they didn't check for it as often, nowadays technology has advanced so much that players now have a way to, mask that crap. There's drugs, there's different ways to where it's like, listen, you can still take the steroids and then you can find ways to mask it. Again, that's just how it is. And again, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the MLB. I love baseball. I played baseball for, a long time. I was a pitcher, I was a third baseman, and on occasion, I was an outfielder. So I love baseball. Mark Fine, how do I put this? The fact that he had a lifetime ban, I don't think that makes him eligible now for the Hall of Fame. I believe he should be in the Hall of Fame because of his contributions to the game. But honestly, what it's going to come down to is if the MLB commissioner, I think, revokes the lifetime ban, even after, he's passed away, to allow him to be allowed into the Hall of Fame. And we're back to the game. Sorry about that conversation. And the Seattle Seahawks return man gets it back to the 25-yard line, does not get to the 30, so the Seattle Seahawks will start at the 25-yard line. Independent Aquaman, I believe obviously, I believe Aaron Glenn's going to make its second half adjustments. The last 2 games he's done that, and he's done very good. The question, more rather, is if Ben Johnson will do that. And again, that's what I'm more paying attention to. How well our offense is able to transition to the second half. But again, Geno Smith in the gun, got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Geno Smith snaps the ball, going to pitch it behind to Kenneth Walker, and Walker is going to pick up about 5 yards. That's actually the best run of the day for the Seattle Seahawks. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Seahawks. They're going to be at the 30-yard line or maybe the 31, depending upon if they got forward progression. So 2nd and 5 coming up. So 2nd and manageable, so to speak. Seattle is going to have Geno Smith under center for a rare time tonight. 1 receiver to actually 2 tight ends to the left, 1 receiver to the left with Metcalf to the right, single back. And Smith is going to snap the ball, hands it off the middle, and Walker is going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. Great tackle by Kirby Joseph. It's now 3rd and a long 5. DJ Reader did a good job of plugging the hole, and Kirby Joseph came up and was able to clean up the play. I was looking for the right words. And again, I understand what you're saying, Thomas, about the gambling. I'm just simply saying gambling, steroids, whatever the case was, that's the tarnish on his legacy. But again, back to the game. Geno Smith in the gun, trips right. Metcalf moves in closer. Geno Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets it out quick underneath, and it's caught, but it's going to be short by about 1 yard, maybe a half a yard, depending upon the spot. So it's going to be 4th and 1. So the question is, does Seattle get bold and go for it? I don't know. But if they go for it and they don't convert, Lions are going to be in excellent field position. So this is a gamble. This is a huge gamble for the Seahawks. I think they're going to try and QB sneak it. Yep, they're going to QB sneak it. Dude, I'm telling you, I knew they were going to QB sneak it based upon Geno Smith's body language. Because again, if you guys take a look at how Geno Smith walked up to that line, Geno Smith was kind of like slightly crouching, but not. And his hands were not fully under the center. So pretty much what he was doing is he was like getting it just under the center to hike it, so then he would have the fastest ability to get through and get that first down, which is what happened. So 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks offense. Geno Smith in the gun. Man in motion. Smith snaps the ball, is going to make a draw play for Walker, and Walker's going to go nowhere again. Picks up maybe 2 yards. They are trying to get the run game going, Jason, because again, They're trying to do to us what we did to them. But now they're going up tempo. Geno Smith in the gun again. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end and receiver to the left. Another, actually, play action underneath. And, Carlton Davis almost had a pick. Almost had a pick. Carlton Davis literally was that damn close to having a pick. Carlton Davis, he knows. Everybody on that defense knows where that ball is going more than 50% of the time. It's going to Metcalf. But anyway, 3rd and 8. Geno Smith in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Geno Smith has a man now on his left. And Geno Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets it underneath, and gets it to Metcalf. And Metcalf is going to pick up the first down. Gets enough, about an extra yard more. So again, picks up just enough. Anzalone pushed him out. All right. Metcalf is on the right-hand side. You got 3 receivers to the left with a man on Geno Smith's left. Geno Smith snaps, looks to throw, gets pressured, throws underneath behind the line to Walker, and Walker is going to make a move, picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. So, Dean, covering a crossing pattern is rather difficult, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Geno Smith in the gun, snaps the ball, looks to throw, is going to throw and gets it caught to Fant, and Fant's going to get it down to the 30. But I'll actually explain, Dean, when we get to a commercial break. Geno Smith in the gun, comes up to the line, calling out stuff. They're on the 30-yard line, trips to the right, 2 to the left. So Geno Smith's in the gun by himself. Quick snap, throws, and there's a flag. And Carlton Davis is ridiculously peeved. And Jack Campbell has to stop Carlton Davis from potentially getting ejected because Carlton Davis is absolutely pissed. Carlton Davis is absolutely livid. Again, this is what happens with the refs. We get called for damn near every stupid, ticky-tacky bullshit call, but whatever. Again, this is how the Seattle Seahawks get their yards. Geno Smith under center, play action, boot right, throws underneath, gets it to his man, and touchdown. Seattle gets now 13. Again, think about it, folks. Think about it. Both times that Seattle has gotten touchdowns, they have gotten tons of freaking help from the refs. Again, that's the only way the freaking Seattle Seahawks are even in this game. They are getting nothing but help from the refs. And now the Seattle Seahawks are down by 7. Again, the way I look at it is this is the refs doing what the refs do. This is what they do. And I'm sorry to say it. This is, again, I'm going to relay you guys a story back from when I was in high school. playing for Bendel. We went out, I think it was my junior year, and we played against Byron. Now, for anybody that's in Michigan, Byron is out kind of in like BFE land. But those boys out there, they are freaking like farm boys. Like, they are big and they are strong. Now, that's not to say we weren't strong from where we were at. But here's what I'm going to say. When we went out and we played Byron at their place, we literally had to not only beat Byron, but we had to beat the refs. Because the refs literally freaking threw every bad freaking flag at us. And we still beat them. That's exactly what's happening to the Lions. The Lions literally are having to beat both the Seahawks and the refs. And it's horseshit. It literally is. It's horseshit. Now, like I said to Dean, you asked the question about how do you stop a crossing pattern? So the best way to stop a crossing pattern is a zone defense, because what a crossing pattern is you got two guys that are going like this. Going on a man defense in that situation is not good, because typically what's going to happen is you're going to have a rub, which has some sort of interference. So your best bet is to have a shallow zone coverage, not only over the middle, but in the flats. The problem is that typically when you have a shallow cross, there's probably going to be something over top on the intermediate level. So it's like you have to try and find a way to not only manage the intermediate and underneath coverage, but at the same time have something in the flat area, because typically where that's the problem. Because that's why the crossing pattern is such a hard pattern to cover. And again, the NFL is trying to, justify it, say it was pass interference. And you know what? This is what the NFL does. The NFL is never, ever going to admit when they're wrong unless they know that they're not going to get away with it. And the Lions are going to start from the 30-yard line. Metcalf and Carlton Davis have definitely been going at it all night. All right, back to the game. Can clearly see Carlton Davis is frustrated. Goff under center, play action, looks to throw, going to throw underneath, gets it. Montgomery, go boy, go! Monty will not be denied. Boom! I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. Monty is fucking beast mode 2.0. I call it now. Monty, beast mode 2.0. Boom! Did you see that? Monty literally just stood up and knocked him the freak down. Woo! If you ain't freaking pumped now, you ain't got a heartbeat. Goff under center, man in motion, single back. Goff under center, snaps the ball, hands it off to Monty, and Monty this time is not going to get anything, but I don't care. That was an awesome play. That was an awesome play. Monty the Machine. Montgomery the Machine. Goff in the gun. Snaps the ball. Looks to throw. Is going to roll to his right. Throws underneath. Gets it to his man. His man is going down the field, and Patrick almost had a touchdown. Gets down to about the 4-yard line. Think about this, folks. Y'all said something about how we start this third quarter. Montgomery literally took the bomb and he lit the fuse, and now this whole offense is woken up. It's like Oh, we ready to play, and we're about to take you to the woodshed. All right. Goff under center, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with a tight end, single back formation, man in motion. Goff snaps, pitches it out to Monty. Monty's going to get a blocker, and he's going to get maybe a half yard, maybe 1 yard. But it looks like they're not going to give him any forward progression. It's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ring the bell and let them know we're here. Do not let up. Do not give mercy. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion to the left. Goff has a man to his right. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Rolls back, and Goff is going to catch a touchdown. Holy cow. Jared Goff catches a touchdown pass from Amon-Ra St. Brown. Wow! Holy crap! The quarterback catches a touchdown pass. I freaking love it. I love it. Woo! Jared Goff showing off the wheels this year, picking up first downs with his legs, and now catches a touchdown pass. I got one thing to say. What the hell can Jared Goff not do? He can catch, he can run, he can throw. I declare to you, Jared Goff, the best all-around quarterback in the NFL. Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. Suck it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's the next thing we need to see out of him. We need to see Jared Goff kick a field goal or punt it. Dude, dude, I'm telling you this right now. This is going to be a fun, man, this is what you call crazy. This is what you call crazy. Woo! But hey, think about it, folks. Detroit Lions got the football, drove down the field, thanks in large part to Monty being an absolute beast, and we went down the field and we scored a touchdown, opening drive of the third. That is perfect. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you say it. This is the offense that makes our team, along with everything else for our defense, absolutely, dude. I'm telling you this right now. That was beautiful. You mean 17. 17, not 16. We don't have a wide receiver 16. We have a wide receiver 17, and that's Tim Patrick. And again, did I or did I not say that Tim Patrick was going to be what unlocked this damn offense? I literally said it. The Lions needed to find a wide receiver number 3 that would do exactly what Josh Reynolds did. And think about it. Josh Reynolds was not exactly the biggest wide receiver producer. Neither's Tim Patrick. But Tim Patrick does what freaking Josh Reynolds does. He opens up things for other people. That's what you do. That's how you do it. You don't have to be the guy that gets all the plays. You don't have to be the guy that makes the production. But if you can help people... Oh, you meant Goff. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Grant. Again, another donation. And I love the comment. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Guarantee you that's I love it. I love it. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. Jared Goff not only has won more for the Lions, he has done more for the Lions. Think about it. I don't remember freaking Matthew Stafford catching passes. I don't remember Matthew Stafford doing a whole lot of runs for first downs. But I do remember Matthew Stafford throwing a whole hell of a lot of picks. No, I didn't. I see you, Braylon. Don't you worry. Geno Smith under center, pitches it. Kenneth Walker is looking for a hole, and he finds one and gets popped out. I hear you, Braylon. I hear you. I like it. I like it. That's the first time that Seattle actually got a play on the run game. Geno Smith in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Geno snaps the ball, and he looks like there was some sort of miscommunication in the backfield, some sort of like a I don't think the running back and the quarterback were on the same page. But Geno was able to make something out of it, picked up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. All right. 2nd and 8. And where are we at? Come on, show me the field. Stop showing me the players. I like the players, but damn. Seattle's at the 50-yard line. Geno in the gun. 2 receivers to both sides. Geno Smith snaps, looks to throw, and is going to get pressured. And Hutch was on him, and he just threw the ball away. I agree, Jay, and I agree, Braylon. Where are them Goff haters? Lions Mania, it would have been obvious if the Lions started out the second half slow and sluggish again. Hutch loves that spin. Yes, he does. He's made that his primary move, and I love it. Geno Smith in the gun coming up to the line, trying to talk about whatever the Thunder it is the defense is doing, but having a hard time of it. Geno Smith in the gun, 2 receivers to both sides, has a man on his left. Geno Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, and he's going to get, no, almost. He spun out of it. He's going to throw down the field. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. That, dude, Geno Smith literally got lucky as hell. But whatever. Geno in the gun, trips right, 1 tight end, trips left, 1 tight end to the right, man on his right in the backfield. Geno snaps the ball. It's going to be a draw play, and Kenneth Walker is going to fall down backwards, lose about 4 or 5 yards. Actually, was it Kirby Joseph that missed it, or was it Lowland Strickland? Hold on here. Was that Kirby Joseph? I don't know. I couldn't see if it was Kirby or if it was the other safety. I couldn't see it, but it was a safety that missed. Okay. Geno in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right with a tight end. Got a man to his right. Geno snaps the ball, looks to throw. Geno's going to step up, throws it, and gets it to Lockett. Lockett's going to go down at the 15-yard line. I give Geno a lot of credit here. And actually, it's not the 15. He's down at the 16. Geno in the gun, 2 receivers on both sides. Geno snaps, looks to throw, stands in the pocket, and dances around, throws it up, and out of the back of the end zone, going to be incomplete. But there is a flag, and it's in the secondary, and it's against us. Of course it is. Oh, they call it on Terrion Arnold this time. Yeah. I mean, that's a hold. I mean, for crying out loud, he had the back of his jersey, and I can't argue with that one, but it's like, you know what? Terrion Arnold's done a pretty good job, but it is what it is. Growing pains. Smith under center, snaps the ball, play action boot right. Smith throws underneath, gets it to the tight end, and going to be down at the 1. First and goal for the Seattle Seahawks offense. All right. First and goal, Seattle. And under center, going to be a heavy formation. And snap the ball, gives it to Walker, and Walker is going to be a touchdown. So Walker was able to get the ball just over the goal line for a touchdown. I mean, how do I put this? The defense had a great first half, but the fact that, again, Geno does what he does. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I give kudos to Geno Smith. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He is a good quarterback, especially for what he provides. But the problem is that I said it going into this game. You had to pressure Geno Smith, but at the same time, you have to bring him down, and you have to make sure that you have good coverage and maintain it. That was done in the first half. Not so much so far in the second half. But the Seattle Seahawks are going for 2, and Geno Smith is in the backfield by himself. Now a man comes to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end and receiver to the right. Smith snaps the ball, looks to throws it, and it is going to be incomplete, but there's a flag. Is it going to be push off from Seattle, or are they going to call it against Carlton Davis again? And, of course, they would call it against us again. Dude, that he didn't even get a hold of him. That's literally a BS call. There was no impediment to the catch. These refs are just horrid. Geno in the gun. Geno snaps, looks to throw again, throws quick, and that one is incomplete. Overthrew, 2-point conversion, no good. Lions maintain an 8-point lead, and Carlton Davis is talking with the ref. He's trying to figure out what's going on, and he's pleading his case. Obviously, it looks like both Campbell and obviously the cornerbacks, they're trying to figure out why they're getting so many PI calls. And again, as much as I hate to say this, how do I put this? When we talk about refs, the thing I don't like is that when referees are together, they typically stay in similar crews. And to me, it looks like this ref crew, they are very, very ticky-tacky when it comes to pass interference. And hold on, I saw your comment, Braylon. Give me a second here. I just have to pull up Twitter. Do 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 do. Are you sure you messaged me on Twitter, Braylon? Because I'm not seeing anything. Detroit Lions just posted this, or Detroit Lions PR. The only quarterbacks in Lions history to record a passing, rushing, and receiving touchdown. Jared Goff, Gary Danielson, and Clyde LaForce. I know the first two. I've never heard of the last guy. Yep, and I just saw what you sent, Braylon. I just said that. So it must have taken a moment to come through. But yeah, I mean, for crying out loud, folks, like I said earlier, what the hell can Jared Goff not do? But anyway, getting off that, going back to the whole situation with the pass interferences. Again, the way I look at it is certain crews are going to be more ticky-tacky when it comes to calls. And as much as I hate it, some crews are going to be more conservative. Other crews are going to be more liberal. And unfortunately, to me, it looks like this crew is very, very conservative when it comes to DPIs or defensive holdings. I hate it, but it is what it is. But back to the game. Goff under center. Goff snaps, play action, blitz coming. Goff throws it, gets it to J-Mo. J-Mo's going for a touchdown, baby. Woo! J-Mo, Jared Goff. Ha, 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 ha. Jared Goff has caught a touchdown. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown. Jared Goff got it to J-Mo. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Screw you, refs. You can kiss my ass. You are bad today. Woo-hoo. And there's a flag, but on who? Who's the flag on? Because it's in the end zone. I don't fucking care. I do not fucking care. Let J-Mo do a dunk. I don't fucking care. We deserve that celebration because you know what I say? Nope, not going to use the F-bomb. I'm not going to say it. Screw you, refs. Woohoo. All right, Jake Bates coming up. And this is a bit of a field goal. Jake Bates puts it up, and he puts it through. Again, I love it. I love it. I love it. Jared Goff doing what Jared Goff does. Jared Goff has a touchdown grab, and Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. And Jared Goff has still not thrown an incompletion. Oh, I'm just having fun today. I am having fun today. Thank you for the donation, Grant. He says, laugh my ass off, take that penalty all day long. Again, I'll take that penalty all day long because you know what I say? I say, screw you, refs. I say, you want to hand the game to Seattle? You're going to have to try a lot harder than that. NFL, you want to try and screw the Lions over? There's a reason why we're Detroit muscle. There's a reason why we're gritty, because we don't give a F what you try to do to us. We will overcome. Again, the nay, the D, the chi. I came, I saw, I conquered. And here's the thing, folks. This goes back to Detroit versus everybody. And I will tell you this right now. There is absolutely nothing that will unite a football team better when it's like, okay, everybody and their brother is against us and they are gunning for us. And you know what? I do not think the NFL is ready for the Lions to be freaking this good. I'm telling you this right now. You guys all wanted to talk about how the Vikings are scary? Think about this. This offense with this defense, tell me what's more scary, the Vikings or the Lions? This team is scary as hell. This team ought to scare the ever-living shit out of the NFL because you cannot stop this group. I'm telling you this right now. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to have a field day tomorrow. I am going to have a field day. All right. Kickoff away and kickoff out of the back of the end zone, and Seattle comes out to the 30. Now, I'm telling you this right now. I hope, I pray. You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I want more than anything else for Carlton Davis to get an interception, just so that way he can rub that crap in the freaking ref's face and they can swallow it. Geno Smith in the gun by himself on the 30-yard line. Man comes into the backfield, lines up on his right, trips to the right, one man to the left. Geno Smith snaps, looks to throw, gets pressured, throws a screen, and Hutchinson gave Geno a good shot, legal, of course. He actually almost got that arm stopped and impeded the throw. 2nd and 3 coming up. Geno Smith in the gun by himself, 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Smith snaps, looks to throw. Smith throws underneath, gets caught, and it's caught by Lockett for a first down. Woo! 1st and 10, Geno in the backfield by himself again. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Geno Smith comes up to the line, barking out signals. Looks like he's trying to call out something. And a man comes in, and Smith is going to continue to bark signals, but now he's in the backfield with the running back on his right side. Smith snaps, is going to hand it to Walker on a reverse. And Walker is going to break tackles, and Walker is getting all the way down to the 35-yard line. So another solid run by the Seahawks. 2nd solid run of the day. And it looks like there's a stop in play. And there's an injured Lion. Don't know who it is yet. Don't know yet who's the injured player. I don't know who's injured, but hopefully it's not bad. And hopefully they're able to come back. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens, folks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We first and foremost do not know the extent of the injury, and we don't know the player. For all we know, it could be a cramp. It could be a stinger. We don't know. Again, let's not jump to conclusions. And again, Travis, I understand what you're saying about the injuries. But again, this is why the bye week being next week is good. Greg C. says that the player is jogging off. I don't know who the player is, but they're saying apparently it's nothing serious, so probably just a stinger or a cramp, nothing too serious, nothing too bad. So player's probably going to come out for a play, maybe two, get, maybe stretched out, put some tape on it. Not too big of a deal. So it's all good, folks. As the saying goes, take a breathe. Take a breath, let it out, relax. Tim Twentyman confirmed that it is Carlton Davis, but as everyone just said, he jogged off the field. He appears to be fine. And Chemical, I'll say this right now. I am excited. I am doing well, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Because I'm excited, because I am, animated, I thought that being in this fleece, I was going to be fine, but I am literally sweating. So Rakestraw comes in. Rakestraw now comes in. Geno Smith in the backfield by himself, empty formation, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Geno snaps, looks to throw, gets pressured, and he is going to get sacked. DJ Reader with a sack. And Chemical, I am hot. I am sweating. So 2 sacks, DJ Reader with a sack, and Rodrigo with a sack. 2nd and 14, Geno in the gun, again, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Smith snaps, looks to throw. Smith throws underneath quickly. It's a screen setup, and it's going to be a first down. Honestly, I think the next commercial break, I'm probably going to take this off, and I'm going to trade out for something a little bit more, a little bit lighter, a little bit more aerated, because I am sweating. So I am going to switch out of this top because I am literally sweating my buttons off. All right, folks, give me like 2 seconds here. I just need to change out of this fleece because I currently have my air conditioning set to 65, but damn it, if I'm not, roasting, I am cooking, and so is Lions. But give me a second, I'll be back. Woo! Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, folks. Been sitting in that chair for a hot minute. Hot minute. I got jokes. Woo. Whew. Where is it? There it is. Oh. All right. I am back. Sorry about that. Geno Smith is in the gun by himself. Carlton Davis is back. Geno Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, gets hit, and ooh! Ball went through the hands of the wide receiver, and Smith had to get it out there in a damn hurry. Pascal literally was right on his doorstep. Whew. All right. Geno Smith under center. Snaps the ball, pitches it to Walker. Walker cuts it back, and there is nobody home. And Seattle scores. Score is now 35-26. So now Seattle is going to kick a field goal this time. So Seattle is going to kick the field goal. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. I'm just going to say this, folks. Again, how do I put this? Part of the problem is that I believe that Aaron Glenn is responding partially to what the refs are doing. And I hate to say it, but I believe that Aaron Glenn is making adjustments based upon what the refs are doing. Because think about it. Our freaking defense is extremely aggressive. But the problem is that when you get so aggressive, now we're having refs that are flagging us for it. Well, unfortunately, at some point, that becomes a problem. Now, I will admit, Travis, the defense is missing tackles. They're missing tackles quite a bit. But I don't know how else to tell you. The problem is that when you have refs that are being this damn ticky-tacky, you have to make adjustments based upon the fact that the refs are not going to give you any freaking leeway. Well, I wouldn't say that, Rich, because the first half, both of them were on the same page. They were both on the same page. But again, it is what it is. Goff under center. Single back formation. Goff snaps the ball, hands it off to Monty. No, it's Gibbs, pardon me. And Gibbs is going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards. Going to be 2nd and 3 coming up. Julian Love is out. Julian Love, one of their most powerful pieces, one of their most explosive defensive pieces, he is out of the game. Another big loss for Seattle's defense. Skipper is in as an eligible receiver. I formation. Now it's a big formation. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff snaps the ball, is going to hand it again. And Hey! He freaking blew the whistle. For crying out loud. Freaking blow the whistle and still take him to the ground. Like, what the hell, man? Freaking crazy. 3rd and 1. Goff under center again. Man in motion. Goff snaps it, pitches it. And Monty is not going to get there. First time virtually all night that the defense of Seattle stands up. Calm down, folks. I understand why you guys are saying what you're saying. But just, again, I hate to say it. I understand why you guys are feeling this way. But have faith. Trust the process. Trust the team. Again, I'm not going to panic. Understand something here, folks. We have been in this situation before. Travis, again, I understand why people are saying what they're saying, but the defense has not had a problem stopping them all game. It's only been the second half. And again, I'm telling you this right now. When you have refs that are being this way, the defense has to adjust how they're playing. I understand. It's frustrating. It's frustrating as hell. Again, I'll give you guys a perfect example. You guys remember Minkah Fitzpatrick? I think it was yesterday. He was asked by reporters about the hit or whatever that was on the sideline. And he literally said something that literally resonates with everybody here. He's like, I thought we were playing football. That's literally what he said. I thought we were playing football. But whatever we're playing right now, it's not the same game I remember playing. That's literally what he said. Think about it. When you have a situation like this, where the refs have literally been throwing flags as if they're on, freaking fire sale, it gets to be a problem. Now, I'm going to say this. Some of the flags that the refs have thrown have been actually, good flags. But some of them have been bad. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's not the refs. It is partially the refs. I'm telling you, it is. You can say all you want that the refs shouldn't affect how you play, but I'm telling you, they do. That's why literally Carlton Davis went up to the ref and he's like, listen, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here because you keep throwing flags. And to answer your question, Nick, I saw it. Am I nervous? No, I'm not nervous. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves, folks. Nate, you already know the answer to that question. We cannot fire Aaron Glenn. It's not going to happen. Geno Smith in the gun. Trips to the left, one man to the right. Whoa, flag, flag, flag. Dude, did you see that? That right tackle literally got a quick step by almost like a half second. Jiminy crickets. I literally saw that right tackle's foot move before the ball. No flag called, of course. Okay. 2nd and 7. Geno under center. Snaps the ball. Play action. Boot to the right. Throws underneath. You're now starting to see what the Seattle Seahawks are doing. What they're doing is they are literally using these rollouts to get stuff underneath. Geno Smith in the gun, snaps the ball, hands it to Walker, actually Charbonnet underneath, and Charbonnet's going to pick up a first down. Geno in the gun, 2 men to the left, Smith snaps, looks to throw, actually has time, throws underneath, gets it to Jackson Smith-Njigba, and it's going to be second and either 8 or 9. And the Titans have won against Miami as it was just announced. So it is now 2nd and 2. Brad, I don't know where the run defense went. That one I can't explain. This run defense has been good all year, but tonight it's not there, at least in the second half. Geno Smith under center. Smith snaps the ball, pitches it to the right for Charbonnet, and Charbonnet makes a move, picks it up, and there's now a flag. And it looks like it's going to be a holding call against the Seahawks. Finally, a call against them. About damn time you freaking got a call against them. So that is going to back the Seattle Seahawks up 10 yards. So they go from a 2nd and 2 to a 2nd and 12. Oh, 2nd and 9, whatever, I guess. Geno Smith in the backfield by himself, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Smith snaps, looks to throw, throws underneath. Wide ass open is freaking Charbonnet. And now it's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, something. Rich, don't you mean now our defense is tired? Well, it's not. Again, it is what it is, folks. At this point, it's 3rd and 3. Smith in the gun. And Smith do something. Smith snaps, looks to throw, gets it out, but it is incomplete. Ball was thrown low with Amik Robertson in coverage. Incomplete, 4th and 3, or 4th and 3, pardon me. Seattle is going to go for it on 4th and 3. Good coverage by Amik Robertson. Got his hand in there to break up the pass. And it's going to be an empty backfield. And Smith snaps, rolls to the right, throws it, and gets it to Smith-Njigba. But there's a flag on the play. It's an offensive pass interference against Seattle. Seattle is going to lose 15 yards. So now it's going to go to 4th and 13. So the Seattle Seahawks are going to have to punt the ball away. So now the Seattle Seahawks lost 10 yards. They're now going to have to punt the ball away because, one, they're out of field goal range, and it's 4th and 13. You are not going for it on 4th and 13. I'm sorry, you just don't. Not unless it's like the last play of the game. And now Geno Smith is getting pissed off. And there is another penalty. False start on the Seattle Seahawks. Damn, 3 penalties in a row almost on Seattle. I'm shocked. Like, damn. So now it's now 4th and 18. Jason, Geno Smith was upset because he did not think that his And there's another. The play has been shut down. 4th and 18. I don't know why it's shut down. Oh, they're resetting the game clock. Jason, the reason why Geno Smith is upset, the reason why he's pissed is because he felt that his player, Lockett, did not commit an offensive pass interference. So the way he looks at it is that they just lost out on potentially extending a drive. So that's why he's upset. But it is what it is. So 4th and 18. Punter's back to receive the punt. And going to punt sometime today. Punt is away. And just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And thank you. Punt is in the end zone. Lions will come out. Is it the 20 or the 25? I can't remember with punts. I think with punts it's 20-yard line. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it's the 20. All right. So now Lions have the ball, and they're starting at the 20-yard line. Goff goes under center, and Goff snaps, play action, looks to throw, steps up, throws it, gets it to Tim Patrick. Big time play, almost gets to midfield. Great throw, great catch. There we go, baby. And look at that, folks. That right there is the exact type of route that Josh Reynolds used to run all the damn time. Those deep intermediate routes over the middle, that's what Jared Goff does. And that is literally the exact same style that he had with Josh Reynolds. Goff under center, strong I formation. Goff snaps it, going to hand it off. Gibbs is going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. Goff under center. Man in motion. Goff snaps, hands it off to Gibbs. And Gibbs is going to find a hole and powers through, gets a first down. Great job, Gibbs. Offense keeps on rolling. Just like the Limp Bizkit song. And again, keep that clock moving. Keep the clock moving. Keep the clock running. Keep it moving. Goff under center. Man in motion again. Goff snaps the ball. Play action. Goff throws. Gets it to tight end. Laporta. It's a screen. Laporta is going to make a big play out of it. And Laporta gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now we're down to the red zone yet again. And now 1st and goal, almost 6 minutes left to go. Goff in the gun, empty formation. Goff snaps the ball, looks to throw. Goff tosses it up, and there is an incompletion, but there is a flag. And it looks like it's going to be a pass interference on the defense. What? Offensive pass interference. That's some BS. Well, the play does not count, so that incompletion does not count, but Jesus. Okay, Whatever. So now we get pushed back, reset the down. Goff in the gun again at the 20-yard line. Goff snaps it, pitches it to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up some solid yardage, get back some. It's going to be 2nd and goal. I think Gibbs picked up about 6, 7, maybe 8 yards. Depends on the spot. Clock keeps running. Oops. Just lost my pen. Clock keeps running. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, man in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs again, and Gibbs is going to pick up about another 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And if I recall correctly, I think we're at like the 6 or 7 yard line. So, okay, Seattle just called a timeout. So the Lions now have at least 30 extra seconds to figure out what they're going to do. So let's understand the situation here. The Lions, at the very least, have 3 points already pocketed. So it's like, listen, do you want the touchdown? Absolutely you want the touchdown. But at the same time, if you can score a TD, make sure you can do that. So, and at this point, you got 6 or 7 yards between the goal line and your offensive line. You can literally do about just about anything here. You can run it, you can pass it. So we'll see what the Lions decide to do. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers on both sides. Man in motion. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff throws it, gets it to St. Brown. And St. Brown gets the touchdown. Goff to Brown for the touchdown. And the Lions have now extended their lead to, let's watch it, oh my goodness, that is what you call a beautiful catch. I mean, Goff got it there. He could have gotten a much better throw, but St. Brown, I swear to you, he got the toe tap. That is beautiful. Greg C., yes, Jared Goff is still perfect. He is 18 for 18 with 2 passing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. Think about that. Goff has 3 touchdowns in this game, 2 passing, 1 receiving. So now the Lions are up 42-27. And think about this, folks. Think about this. Think about this. Jared Goff has literally done something, at least so far, I don't think any other quarterback has done. Think about that. I don't think there's another quarterback in NFL history that has completed this many passes in a game and been damn near perfect. I could be wrong. But think about this as well, folks. This is the first game this year that the Lions have put a 40-burger up. Think about that. The previous 3 games, we scored 26, 16, and 20. Now we have literally scored 42 points. First 40-burger of the year. And that's with the black uniforms. Just going to say it right now, folks. Back in black. Hey, I'm just going to tell you this right now, folks. This is why I say what I say. I told you guys, listen, yes, this game has been far from perfect, but you have to understand something. The defense, I'm telling you, has had to literally change their game plan. They've had to change their approach because of the refs. Now, I'm going to say this. The fact that the refs actually started calling a fair game that last drive, hey, Chemical, I just might do that. I just might do that. I'm telling you this right now. The way I'm hyped right now, I literally have like already in my brain, I've got like, freaking 3 episodes in my head. Like literally, I got like 3 episodes in my head, and it's just like, yep, I got that one. Yep, I got that one. Yep, I got that one. Lions Mania, what ref are you referring to? Because I didn't see that. All right, back to the game. Geno Smith is in the gun by himself, trips to the left, 2 to the right. And Geno Smith is going to snap the ball, looks to throw, steps up, and he's going to get sacked. And the ball is out, but it's recovered by Seattle. And it looks like Onwuzurike is going to get the sack because he got there first. So Lions have now gotten 3 sacks on Geno Smith tonight. Geno in the gun by himself again, empty, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And Geno snaps the ball, looks to throw again, gets it out quick, gets it to K9, and K9 is going to pick up a first down on 2nd and 12. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, Lions Mania. And I think the reason why the ref didn't raise his hands is because he didn't know if it was a touchdown or not. That's why they have to take it to New York to confirm it. Geno in the empty gun formation, steps back, throws it, gets it down for a first down to Lockett. Another first down, 13 more yards on the completion. And Smith is going to be in the empty formation again. I see you, Braylon. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Smith snaps, looks to throw, gets it out, and is going to throw it, but it's way behind his wide receiver. Going to be incomplete to Smith Njigba. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Good coverage by Terry and Arnold there. Geno Smith in the gun again. 2 receivers to both the left and the right. And Smith snaps the ball, looks to throw, throws it again, gets it underneath, and holy cow, that's a big catch and a big hit. And Kirby Joseph is slow to get up. Or is he slow to get up? I thought he was slow to get up. But it sounds like he's not because they're replaying it. So there is a first down. Smith in the gun. Smith is going to snap the ball. Pressured, steps up, throws it, gets it to his man, and Robertson comes up and makes a great shoestring tackle on Smith Njigba again. And going to be 2nd and 6, maybe 2nd and 7, depends on where it is. Empty set, spit, and there's a flag, and Geno Smith again is going to roll to the right, throws down the field, and it's incomplete. No flag on the back end of the play, but there is a flag on the front end. And it looks like it's going to be against the Lions. Good Lord. That's the second time that Houston has been called. Oh, boy. Dude. Oh, boy. Whatever. 2nd and 1, empty set shotgun, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Seahawks are on the 27-yard line. Smith snaps, throws, gets it to his man, and going to get a first down. Nick Burton. I don't know if I could call Aaron Glenn one of the losers tonight. I know that a lot of people would like to call him one, but again, I just can't considering how the refs have been calling this game. Smith in the gun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left for wide receivers. Got a man on his left. Smith snaps, looks to throw, steps up, gets pressured, rolls right. He's going to keep it, and Smith is going to get out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. And, oh, for the love of all that is holy. Another penalty against the Detroit Lions for a defensive holding. Oh, good Lord. Hey, you know what, folks? I got a new chant for Ford Field. Screw the refs. Screw the refs. Screw the refs. Let's start that one at Ford Field. Smith in the backfield, going to be 2 to the right, 2 to the left, got a man on his right. Smith snaps, looks to throw, getting pressured, throws underneath, and it is batted down, incomplete. And Smith got hit. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up. Good bat down by Ali McNeil there. Good job. Oh, so they didn't bring up Lowland Strickland. Geno Smith in the gun. Smith snaps, looks to throw, and is going to throw it. And oh my Lord, Anzalone almost had it. Literally hit him right in the damn hands. I mean, it's coming in hot, but dude, you got to catch that damn thing. You catch that, that's game over. You can literally run the clock out from there. I mean, good coverage, man. I give you kudos for that, but catch the damn thing. Geno Smith, empty gun. 2 to the right, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Smith snaps, rolls right. Looking, holding. Going to throw it backside. Incomplete. Carlton Davis played good defense. Almost had it. But I will take the incompletion because now freaking the Seahawks are in a pickle. They are in a pickle because at this point, you've literally got barely a little less than 4 minutes. Oh, crap. Literally barely more than 2 minutes. They have to go for it here because if they don't and they don't get the touchdown, they're going to lose. Holy crap. Smith got the snap and throws it, and it is way out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete, turnover on downs. The Lions will retain the possession. That right there, folks, is the game. Okay, timeout. That is not the game. Here's the reason why it's not the game. 1, there's still three ways that there are still three instances that the Seahawks can stop the clock. There's still the 2-minute warning, and they still have 2 timeouts. So the game's not over yet. The Lions, first and foremost, have to pick up a first down after the 2-minute warning. So first and foremost, we have to get to the 2-minute warning, and then after that, we have to pick up first downs, burn their timeouts, and then we win. Goff under center. Heavy formation. Goff snaps, hands it off to Monty, and Monty's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is going to get us down to 2:05, and Seattle calls a timeout. I don't know why the hell. I don't even know why Seattle would call a timeout there. Whew. And Smith is crying like a little baby. Oh, cry me a river. Goff snap play action, and Goff is going to wow, what? Great situational awareness there by Goff to get out of the end zone. Great situational awareness by Goff. No, Travis, we did not get a safety. Goff was smart enough to realize he was about to get sacked, stretch the ball out of the end zone. So, again, great situational awareness by Goff there. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know why in the hell Ben Johnson would call a pass play there. Like, dude, run the ball. Just run the damn ball. Like, dude, that right there is what you call, I'm going to say this right now. That play right there was probably Ben Johnson's dumb play of the day. Out of the entire day of great play calling by Ben Johnson, that was probably the dumb play of the day for him because that play literally made no sense. Like, literally made no sense. Dude, dude, that is some horse crap. That is some horse crap. Dude, I can't believe my eyeballs. I can't believe my eyes. I seriously can't. Like, wow, I just, I can't understand how the hell that is even possible. I can't. And he's probably going to end that way, Braylon. He's probably going to end that way. Braylon, did they call a safety? They can't call a safety. It already went to 2-minute warning. What? You can't do that. How? Dude, you can't do that. Dude, Dude. You like that change? Oh, dude. Now I've got 4 episodes. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to just give you all a warning. Tomorrow, I'm having a media blitz. I am having a damn media blitz. Because tomorrow, not only am I having 4 episodes, I'm also having a live stream. So I hope y'all enjoy MCM tomorrow because you're going to get a crap ton of media. Like tomorrow, I am going to literally just blitz YouTube. I don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight, to be honest. Because, whoosh. Rich, you can ask that question, but I don't blame Goff. I do not blame Goff for that. That one I blame solely on Ben Johnson. Chemical is, I'm probably going to have the live stream probably around 6 or 7. So just after kind of like dinner time. So if you want to get in on that, I will share the link. I'll obviously try to get, there's a flag on the play on the return. Probably going to be a hold on the return team. But like I was saying, I'll share the link with you. I'll also share the link with, DC. I'll share the link with also Big Dan. I'll share it with just about anybody that we have. I'll try to get it also to Coach Adam if I can. Again, because, dude, I'm telling you this right now. There's plenty to talk about from this game. I could literally have a whole nother 3-hour live stream tomorrow based off this nonsense. So I'm telling you this right now. Y'all better get used to seeing me tomorrow because it's going to be a crazy day. Geno Smith in the gun. 2 running backs back there. Geno Smith back to throw. Looks to throw. He's going deep. Gets it to Metcalf, who steps out of bounds. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. If the refs literally gift this game to Seattle, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. But, dude, Smith in the gun. 2 receivers to both sides. Geno Smith going to do something. Snaps the ball, looks to throw. Smith is going to step up. Smith is going to scramble, and Smith is going to get the first down. Clock keeps running. Smith is going to be in the gun, empty set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Seattle is on the opposite end of the field. Seattle snaps. Smith is going to roll back, is going to toss it out of bounds because he was getting pressure right up the middle in his face. And incomplete, 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 1:16 to go. All right. Smith in the backfield with 2 running backs, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Smith snaps, looks to throw, steps up, gets away, and incomplete. And another flag on Terrion Arnold. Dude, Okay, hold on there, Rich. Hold on there. He's a rookie. Dude, I understand everybody's getting frustrated with the pass interference, but dude, he's a rookie. They're not benching Arnold, folks. Smith in the gun. Smith snaps, looks to throw, going to step up. Smith is going to toss it, and incomplete. And there's a flag on the field, and it looks like there is injuries on both the Seattle Seahawks and on the Lions. And oh, good Lord. That is literally the body weight call right there. I mean, that is the technical right call, because the body weight is going to be a call they are going to call. They're going to call it. Looks like Levi's fine. He's fine, Braylon. He's up. He's good. Geno Smith, on the other hand, I'm pretty confident right now he's probably sucking wind. Dude, look at that. 12 penalties for 101 yards on the Lions. Holy freaking hell. And we're... Dude, I'm telling you this right now. There's so much dirty laundry in this game. It's like, dude, I just gonna say this. Let the damn players play. Smith in the gun, 2 running backs back there, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Geno Smith snaps, is pressured, he's throwing, and it's intercepted by Kirby Joseph. That's the ball game. And Kirby Joseph puts the dagger in the Seattle Seahawks' heart. That be the end of it. That's an interception. That is an interception. Geno Smith threw that ball into double coverage. Kirby made the interception. That's the game. That is it. Game over. Seattle can go home crying because they lost the game despite getting so much help from the damn refs. Dude, I'm going to ask everybody here, and I'm going to ask this sincerely. So, low esteem, to answer your question, Goff's numbers are this. 18 of 18, 292 yards, 16.2 an average a throw, 2 passing touchdowns with a 155.8 passer rating. And think about that, folks. Goff literally did something that I don't think has ever happened in the NFL. I don't think it's ever happened. I can't think of a time when a quarterback literally finished the game with no incompletions. I got to make sure I write that down. There you go. How does that meet your standards? Okay, folks. I'm going to say this right now, and I want you all to listen to me very closely. When I say something, when I back up my stuff with facts, I do not want to hear from anybody else ever again that I'm a homer, that I make up crap, and that I just am, being just whatever. I literally called this game from the very beginning. I literally said exactly what the Lions were going to do. I said exactly what the Seahawks were going to do. And virtually 95 to 99% of the game, they literally did exactly what I said they were going to do. Like, seriously. So I'm going to say this right now. To all the Seattle Seahawks fans that wanted to tell me I was literally full of it, I'm just going to say one thing to y'all. Y'all can kiss my butt. Hey, Manuel, you can say it's easy, but here's the thing. I seem to recall you using the opposite argument when we beat your Rams in week 1. Just saying. You can't have it both ways. That's why I say what I say when I have my conversations. I don't provide double standards. I call it fairly both ways. When the Lions, you know what, we lose, then you know what? I'm telling you this right now. I call it like it is. I will say, this is why we lost. This is why we got beat. But when we win, not only am I going to say why we won, but I'm also going to say, hey, this is why this team lost. Again, I try to tell everybody, I do not play favorites. I have no favoritism on any front when it comes to the facts, when it comes to the data. I literally will, I don't care what the facts say. If the facts say that the Lions are wrong, if they're bad, if there's something screwed up, I say it. I do not sugarcoat crap. And I tell you this right now, it shouldn't bug me as much as it does. But I get so tired of when people want to tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I have played football for over 10 years. I may not have played professional football, but I'll tell you this right now. I have played the game enough, I have studied the game enough, and I love and respect this game enough to know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Now, does that mean I'm always right? No. And I will freely admit when I am wrong. But point of the matter is this. at the end of the day, all of the stuff that went on in the game aside, the Lions finally won against Seattle. We have not beaten Seattle since 2012. And tonight, not only did we beat Seattle, but we also beat the refs who tried to literally gift that game to Seattle. When you have refs that literally are calling freaking penalty after penalty after penalty against our defense, I'm telling you this. You know the refs are, I don't care what any NFL personnel is going to try and tell me. I do not give one damn. Because if I recall correctly, I don't know if Detroit got a single pass interference call from their defense. Think about that. I cannot recall if the Seattle Seahawks got called for a DPI. Because the one time that I thought they were going to get called, they didn't. It was actually OPI. Now, there might have been a holding somewhere, but it's like, dude, that is the sheer difference between where the refs were tonight. So not only did the Lions beat the Seattle Seahawks, and I will say this, beat them convincingly. Convincingly. We beat them by 2 scores. Think about that. The last 2 times we played Seattle, we lost by 1 score differential. This time we won by 2 score differential. That's why I told you guys, and I said it all damn week. I told you the Lions were going to make this game personal. They were going to go into this game and say, listen, do not care what the hell happens. We are going to win this game. And I see what you're saying, Chemical 247, and that is definitely going to be something that I talk about in tomorrow's episodes. And I'm going to tell you this right now, Braylon. There were a lot of calls that were bullshit. Think about that. The no horse collar call on Goff, that was bullshit. The freaking amount of PI calls that Carlton Davis got, especially that one on the 2-point conversion where he didn't even grab him. That was bullshit. And obviously that safety call, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. You want to know why? Because it's like, listen, you made the call and then you had the clock expire. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but when are you allowed to go back and change a play after you've literally had a moment where the game stopped? Because tell me when that's ever happened. Because when the clock hits the 2-minute warning, that's in essence a timeout. The refs called it prior to that. He was down outside of the freaking, end zone. And so then all of a sudden we come back from commercial break after the 2-minute warning expired, and somehow they changed the freaking call. That's not supposed to happen. You called it one way, and then you hit a timeout period with the 2-minute warning. You can't go back and change that. So for me, it's like, you know what? The refs clearly had an agenda tonight. I personally believe it. Like I said, I am going to have a crap ton of freaking content tomorrow. So I'm going to say this right now, folks. Jason, I agree. We did really miss Brian Branch in this game. But I am going to say this. The fact that Brian Branch is only out because he had some sort of late last-minute stomach bug tells me we're not going to miss him long-term. So obviously we're going to get him back. I would also not be too surprised if we get Frank Ragnow back for the Dallas game. Because again, the fact he didn't play this week and the fact he's going to get the bye week to rest up, he's going to have, in essence, almost 3 weeks to get healed. Now, whether or not that's going to be enough time to heal or make it to where the Lions are comfortable to have him play, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm feeling very confident in our offensive line's ability to make it work against Dallas. Because Dallas is not going to have DeMarcus Lawrence, and they're not going to have Micah Parsons. So it's like, okay, that right there is big news for the Lions because it's like, okay, they're going to be missing 2 of their best players on defense and 2 of their best pass rushers too. So here's what I'm going to say. It was a great win. I don't care if, you know what, it wasn't the prettiest win. At least on defense, it wasn't pretty. And when I mean that, I'm talking about in the second half, it wasn't pretty. But that is what makes the Detroit Lions a team right now that the entire NFL not only has to respect, but has to fear the ever-living hell out of. Because I'm telling you this right now, when you are able to win a game like this, where everything goes your way except for the refs, because think about it, offensively, I would say for the most part, everything went our way. The run game was great. The pass game was perfect. So everything offensively went our way. But defensively, in the second half, it just, freaking fell off the rails. So for me, it's like, you know what? Even though the game was not perfect as far as the second half for the defense, that's what good teams do. Because think about it. The last 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks, let's be fair here, because I have to be fair to Aaron Glenn and the defense. The last 3 weeks, the defense picked it up and made plays when our offense wasn't making plays. Because in the Rams game, the offense didn't do anything until that last drive, really. And that was in overtime. But at the same time, they also helped the offense to try and get that win against, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did help the Lions offense get that win against the Cardinals. So when the defense picked up the slack, now it was time for the offense to play complementary and say, okay, the defense is having a rough go of it. The defense is having a bad second half. That means we got to step up. We got to play our game better so that way our defense can make sure we don't let this game slip away. So anyway, folks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream. And trust me, I wish I didn't have to, because this is the type of game that I wish I could go right into, the freaking after game review and conversation and talk. I really wish I could, but for crying out loud, it's 11:40. And I know most people have to work tomorrow morning. I myself have to work tomorrow morning, but right now I'm too amped up to go to sleep. And like I said, I have to make a lot of content. So I'm going to end this episode. And I'm telling you this right now, my friends, to everybody that is on this stream, be prepared for a media blitz, because it's coming and it's going to be just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to ask you all this very nicely. Tune in tomorrow and please, please, please share the content and watch. That is all I'm going to ask from everybody else for the rest of the night. Share, watch, tune in, and then obviously tune in for the live stream where we're going to do the after game review. And like I said, I'm going to try and get everybody that I can. But until tomorrow night, and obviously until tomorrow when I release all my content, I'll see you all later. Great win, big win. Go Lions. The black unis came in full colors and in great style, and I'm glad to have them back and back in black, baby. So with that having been said, I'll see y'all tomorrow, and God bless.